Hello everybody, how are you all doing today? We've got my character copied, Demon Hunter here. This will be my first character copied tune for the BfA beta, so I'm very interested to see how much easier content will be. And I mean, if doing any of these scenarios is any indication, then it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I don't normally show too much leveling, but this looks like it's gonna be really overpowered in comparison to how I've done it before, just by jumping in. So yeah, we've got my character copied, Demon Hunter here. I need to set up. I thought I had my Demon Hunter weak auras already imported in to have a good starting point, but I guess not. I'll actually check after this. But trying to just hurry up and get my Horde of Azeroth real quick so we can just start doing some dungeons. I definitely want to see. Oh, I guess I have not imported those, so I'll go ahead and grab those soon. But how are you all doing today? I hope you're all doing fantastic. Good Friday today. Fantastic Friday. It definitely feels a little bit different than live, and also just coming from playing a Brewmaster so heavily recently. Very different here. What's up, Bolt? How you doing, my friend? Let me see if I can find my Demon Hunter weak auras that I can import.
Prepare the blight. Let it rain down upon their army.
There must be another way.
I think they should be here.
No
Oh, okay.
time for sentiment.
I'll be able to import them after this.
War demands that we take a more direct approach.
Doing good? I'm glad. Yeah, let me try. Here are my weak auras. Okay, let me just grab the paste spin, and we'll jump right back into this.
Killing her own troops.
Sylvanas going crazy. How are you guys liking the pre-patch as well? There's been a lot of glitches, and in case you guys didn't see it, there was a live developer Q&A yesterday that did go up where they said, yeah, we messed up a lot of those things, but we're working on it, guys. We're working on it. Kind of interesting seeing them go, yeah, everything's completely messed up. We know. We're sorry. Alright, so those are preliminary weak auras right now. So yeah, we'll get the Heart of Azeroth relatively quickly here. And as soon as we get the Heart of Azeroth, that's when we will. Oh, I've got a few weak auras I got to change around. Like the Spell Rush one should be loading in only with the talent point. Yeah, I've got a few things I need to change. Thanks to the pre-patch, Kel'Thas Sunstrider is bald. Really? I didn't know that one. I have not visited. That sounds like quite the sight, though. To see Kel'Thas Sunstrider bald, that's actually pretty good. Alright, let's heal these guys up as well. And hello, Julia. I hope you're having a good Friday today. Also, in case you guys were trying the Monk weak or the Brewmaster Monk weak auras yesterday, and for some reason they weren't working as well. Like if you have a non-English client, I went ahead and updated a lot of the spell IDs according to Warcraft logs this morning, and so the paste spin is different than the one yesterday. So if you were having an error with some of them, take a look today again, and these might be working a little bit better for non-English clients. It's hilarious. I do need to check it out now, apparently. Kel'Thas Sunstrider Need to head over. Oh wait, it might be even up here then. Even here in the beta. Alright, we're chugging along through the scenario. But this is so much easier. Normally, you start off at item level like 180 or something. So I'm starting off at item level 227 with legendaries. The difference is already huge. Just doing this scenario alone. When I would do it with other classes, I had to be really careful. And this is what I'm going to go with right now. I did consider maybe instead of Fracture running Feed the Demon, but that's just, you know, more Demon Spike uptime. If I was going to prioritize Demon Spike uptime, I might also run something like Razor Spikes, Feed the Demon. But for right now, Fracture is still really, really good. I really enjoy running Fracture. But I think leveling as soon as BfA comes out is going to be a breeze, since we can use our legendaries, since we're going to have all of our Antorus gear. You know, it's just going to be real easy to just power through all that.
Everyone move.
There it is. The scenario is taking a little bit as well.
Sawfang, where did you go?
Oh, I should be running. Which one is it? I should be running Burning Alive as well, because I do run Burning boots, or the legendary boots. So instead of Fallout, this would be good.
My queen. Heroes, follow me.
But yeah, like all my weak auras need to change a little bit. Like these, they're okay for now. Although I prefer the ones that I made for the Brewmaster Monk. They have a little bit bigger sizes, like for the uptimes, for the cooldowns. I can also do this kind of CC thing for the Demon Hunter. You know, kind of have these that change according to the talent point. So I definitely need to revisit it. So these are not close to being the final ones. The next ones that'll probably drop are probably Prot Warriors, since Prot Warriors now seem to be a little bit more set in stone with the new bolster talent point, with the new Dragon Roar, with the old bolster being removed, the one that was a small little buff. So Prot Warriors probably coming up next, and then I'll probably do Blood Decays. Blood Decays, I have a decent go at those right now. Like this Death Strike one is completely new and changes according to your talent points to see if you have the reduced Death Strike cost. So something like this is going to be different. Asphyxiate is definitely baseline now, so you need to change a few things. The one thing that I still haven't gotten to work is IP sizes for this new Ignore Pain. So I need to try to figure that out. See if it's an error on my end, or maybe it just doesn't show a stack size in the beta.
Soldiers, fall into position. The alliance approaches.
But as soon as I get this this neck, we'll grind out a few dungeons to see just how quickly it's going to be with an actual character copied one. I wasn't able to do it with a monk since I don't have a monk in Legion. So I wasn't able to do that with a monk. Also, in case you guys have not voted, there's the poll to see what tank I'm going to keep next. Right now, 62% of you say the monk. So I think it's going to be warrior and monk. Pretty sure that's what it's going to end up being, and I am perfectly okay with that. I'm digging my warrior now that the new blocking system made warriors really cool and very strong. And then the monk tanking class, it's insane. It's insane how different it is as well.
Let us even the odds, King Ray.
All right, come on, let's go. Knock him out. There we go. Oh no, I'm getting knocked back this whole time. Also, if you guys see my weak auras, I do have like the artifact ability still there, even though it doesn't exist anymore. I have a lot of high profile aggro on me. Okay, we're good now. A lot of the alliance leaders were on me right there. It's way too much. I also got to get used to the changes. The fact that fracture replaces shear means that filler is kind of gone for Vengeance Demon Hunters. Your filler is fracture, but before you're used to fracture being your generator, so it's kind of gone to the wayside. It's a little bit simpler of a rotation as well now that that's gone. Now that shear and fracture are kind of split between both of them. Also, there's different amounts of soul fragments that certain things consume. Like I believe Spirit Bond only consumes 2. Up to, oh, actually they changed it. Okay, so that's good. From the when we last visited the Vengeance Demon Hunter was when BfA was still in alpha, and so Spirit Bomb consumed 2 and Soul Cleave consumed 3, or vice versa. You basically had to be very careful, or you didn't have to be careful. You could basically use them back to back and consume all 5 of your charges that way. But it says the Spirit Bomb now consumes 5, so that's good. Since we last visited Demon Hunters, that is actually a very welcome change. Getting bigger Spirit Bombs is never a bad thing.
No, they must not escape.
Alright, we gotta get out of here. We have to escape. They said no, we gotta go. Soul Cleave still does 2 fragments. Okay, so Spirit Bomb was the 3, Soul Cleave was the 2, but they actually changed it up to 5. It's cool. What am I gonna play for BfA for now? Warminator, I'm for sure gonna play my Prot Warrior, and then the other class is up on that poll. And that poll right now, the large majority of you guys are voting Brewmaster Monk, which I'm really enjoying my Brewmaster Monk. So probably Warrior and Monk. Yeah, probably Warrior Monk. The second tank on that poll is Blood DK. So Blood DK has a chance of winning. Vengeance Demon Hunter I don't think has any chance of winning. So probably I do have a 110 boost for Live Legion that I can use, and that's probably going to go to a Monk so that I can just boost, get that up, and then start playing as soon as BfA goes live. What's up, Tommy? How you doing? But yeah, Warminator. Prot Warrior for sure. Second one, probably Monk, Brewmaster Monk. It's on a poll. If you want, I'll spam it again for you. If you want to also take a vote.
Was this your plan all along? Is this how you meant to achieve victory? This.
All right, we can do this. Also, did you guys see? If you guys saw the developer Q&A, Ian, they said something. They said, you know, for those people who play the Horde and are loyal to the Horde, but don't agree with the current Horde actions, is this all part of the plan? Am I eventually going to turn around and enjoy being a Horde again? And they just kind of said, it's okay, there's a plan. Not everything has been revealed, but if you're loyal to the Horde, eventually you'll really like the Horde. And there's plenty of other people. They said there's plenty of other people willing to take up the reins of the Horde. I don't know if that means that they're going to kill Sylvanas. I hope not. Over the course of Warcraft, they just keep killing war chiefs. It's like their favorite thing to do in an expansion is like you kill a big boss in Warcraft history and you kill a war chief. So I hope that them saying there are plenty of other people willing to take up the reins doesn't mean that they're going to kill another war chief, because that's just like, why do the Horde war chiefs always have to die? I think the most dangerous job in World of Warcraft would be being war chief at that point. Life expectancy of like 1 year. What's up, Matney? How you doing? And what's up, Demon Hunter? Voted? Cool. Cool. You thought Monks won already? Not yet. I haven't closed the poll out yet. I want to finish doing the Vengeance Demon Hunter so you guys can see the Demon Hunter. Maybe some people will have a change of heart and see Demon Hunter and go, you know what? No, Brewmaster Monk, I want you to play this Demon Hunter. So I don't want to eliminate that option. So I'm gonna keep the poll running as long as we can have, as long as we have both of them, or as long as I'm leveling the Vengeance Demon Hunter. Am I posting more records for the other classes? Flaminga, yes. So I did Brewmaster Monk, and then I have some of the other ones kind of done, right? So Demon Hunter, this is a decent starting point. This is what I had for Legion. I'm gonna be changing this around a little bit. I don't like the positioning of like the bars and stuff, so this is gonna be changing. But I have a decent start point. But these are like the Brewmaster ones, they're done. The Prot Warrior ones are right here, including this one from Nook. So the Prot Warrior ones are probably coming next. So next week it'll probably be Prot Warrior and probably Blood DK. So those are Prot Warrior. And then my Blood DK ones are here. These are okay. I need to change a few bar sizes and stuff. So yeah, next week you'll probably get Blood DK and Prot Warrior. And then I'll be working on Vengeance Demon Hunter as I level up my Vengeance Demon Hunter so that I can kind of get used to how everything is. So I'm used to the different talent points. I'm going to be playing all like different builds while leveling so that I can kind of see, do I need to track this cooldown in form of a bar, or is it okay to just have it as a button kind of offside? So I'm going to be doing more weak auras for every single tanking class, and then Druid eventually as well. What up, fellow scrubs? What up, Roy? You'd be so mad if they killed her. Me too, Julia. But the way Ian said it, like, there's plenty of other Horde loyalists that are willing to take up the reins. I'll tell you what, Julia. I don't think that Sylvanas will give up War Chief. Like, Sylvanas being who she is, always wanting to represent the Forsaken and always fighting for them. And being like, the Forsaken will always be represented. We need to create more of them. We've always been the underdogs. I want us to not be the underdogs anymore. Now that she has the reins, I really doubt she's going to give them up. I really doubt she's going to be like, alright, you know what? Saurfang says that he has honor and loyalty. You know what? That's fine, Saurfang. I'll take a backseat. I'll go chill out for a little bit. I don't see Sylvanas being the character that'll ever give up her seat of power. She loves it too much, and she does it for the sake of her people, but I just can't see it happening. You really enjoy my Brewmaster weak auras? Cool, Flamingna. So yeah, I'm gonna be posting a lot more of those weak auras. I just need to change a few of the things, tweak a few of the things. Like the Demon Hunter ones, I haven't played since the early alpha for Demon Hunters, so I still need to see what I'm tracking and if it's useful. Like this Sigil of the Flame, I don't really think it matters how long it's left for them to be burning. You're not going to be spamming 2 Infernal Strikes back to back probably. This is part of the artifact trait, so is this. These two things need to go. Tracking Soul Fragments is still very important. So yeah, I need to work on a few of these weak auras. But I do have decent starting points for kind of quick delivery for the rest of them. And I think we're mostly done seeing changes. I think now at this point it really is numbers changes, like they said. Like the most recent patch, or the most 2 recent hot fixes and patches have been like threat changes and number changes. Like this ability hits more, this ability hits less. You know, this ability does this more in PvP. And so they really are just doing number changes now. I think they're done with big sweeping changes. So hopefully we're good to go. So I'm gonna be doing all the rest of the weak auras. Killed whom? Oh, I was just saying there was a live developer Q&A yesterday, Roy, and in that live developer Q&A there was one of the questions that said, hey, I'm a loyalist of the Horde. I've loved the Horde all the time, but right now the storyline makes me not want to be a Horde. As much as I would like to stay Horde, I don't agree with what's happening in the Horde. Is that all part of the master plan, or what's going on? And Ian basically said something along the lines of, not everything has been revealed, we still need to explore a few things, and once we're done exploring these things, you'll see that the Horde is always about like these ragtag groups of people, and there's plenty of people always waiting to take charge of the Horde. So when he said that, when he said there's plenty of other people always willing to, like, that are willing to take the reins up and lead the Horde, in my head, Sylvanas is never going to just say, hey, I'm done here, you guys can take over again, I'm just gonna go, you know, be with my people again, be just the leader of my people. I really feel like Sylvanas is just going to, she needs to die to give that up, and I would be a little upset if it's another war chief dying again. If that's just what it comes down to, it's always like, yep, another war chief is supposed to die. It's like, why do the Horde war chiefs always have to die? Soul Cleave grants an additional absorb, or increase all secondary stats. Yeah, let's do that. Haste, mastery, verse, all secondary stats sounds really good. What race is my main Prot warrior? Undead. Undead. And I won't be changing that. Alright, so we can start queuing up for dungeons. Let's see how fast we can just stomp through one of these dungeons. Let's give it a shot. I need to get used to all of these abilities as well, but I want to see, with a copied character, all I've gotten is the Heart of Azeroth and the one piece of Azerite gear that you get from doing the quest. So everything else is kind of like Antorus level gear. Like this stuff, let's see, what this is, like a mythic plus 13 or something, or okay, here it is. This is a legendary item level 265. This is a mythic plus 13 Warforge. So yeah, this is like all Antorus level gear. So we'll see how high it gets, or how hard this is to do this dungeon. Sylvanas is so incredibly shallow. People love her to death because of Arthas. She'd have huge potential with Blizzard and make her the most annoying. She's... I wouldn't say she's hollow. I think she's always just about her people, and just like, I want to make my people the dominant race, and I want to represent my people all the time. It just... The only thing that I would agree with is that Sylvanas has always been very selfish, and she's always been, she's always just thought about herself first. And even though, you know, the Forsaken are part of the Undead, I don't think it was as much as like the Forsaken agreed with the Undead, as much as the Forsaken were like, we have to team with someone or we're gonna get taken out. It's all about, for Sylvanas, it's all about survival of her and her people. The one person who she was deeply in love with and confided in completely betrayed her, and I think after that she was like, well, you know what, screw everybody, I don't care anymore. Sylvanas and Jane are idiotically and irrationally written characters that constantly go against their own convictions, forcing Tarn to use Blight, morally gray. I think Sylvana, or not Sylvanas, but I think Jaina is a perfect example of a very human character that just just holds grudges and just gets angry and just has all these emotions. And it isn't so much about I'm firm and I'm set in this way and this is the type of character I am. I think she just kind of throws little tantrums everywhere, but a lot of us do. You have her on your left arm from your elbow to your wrist. You love Sylvanas? Yeah, she's I think she represents the attitude inside all of us that's like, it's always about my survival first. Like, let's say, you know, very popular theme right now is like zombie survival. I think we would all be extremely selfish and just be looking out for ourselves in those situations. You don't have to worry, it'll be easy. Yeah, I haven't done a character copy, Paolo, so I want to see how easy it is. I feel like it's going to be really easy because even doing the scenario, I didn't really dip that low. I dipped low because I had 3 Alliance elites on me at one point, but even then I feel like that would have killed me on any other character. But doing the scenarios, things felt really, really easy. So I want to see how easy a dungeon is. When I was on a Guardian Druid, my average dungeon while leveling was about 14 to 15 minutes. I want to see if I can do it faster on this. What's up, Glock? How you doing? You described your loves for Sylvanas in a sad way? Wait, why? What's up, Epic? Sylvanas is not a bad character. She's a horrible fit for a war chief. yeah, she's a really good fit for representing her group of people, because she's always going to say no, my Forsaken need more representation. But yeah, she's me first, you know. Jaina giving out an exclusive invitation to the old god possesses her. You've always liked Green Jesus? Really? I learned to dislike him a little bit when he did what he did in the match against Garrosh. It was like, you were such a prideful person. You were someone who represented shamans so well, and you were someone who for so long spoke about the elements and spoke about like how you should be when you are a horde, and how he always spoke so highly about all of this, and all of a sudden he had to 1v1 Garrosh and he broke everything. And maybe it was because no one was looking besides the elements. Like, no one was really looking, no one was there, but he acted really high and mighty on the throne. And then when it came time for a life or death match, he quickly, while he was losing, switched sides and was like, I don't care about honor right now. I'm just gonna go for it. So even Green Jesus has that whole you know, thing about him where it's like, even he went against everything he's been teaching and praying and, you know, or preaching, not praying, preaching for what, a decade? People should check their phones for silly pictures. I see I have a text clock. Oh man. Oh, Roy described your love for Sylvanas in a very bad way. Oh hey, instantly feared. Nice. Alright. Alright, so I have the damage meters up right now. I don't have like any of the other meters up. I see that this group already killed Priestess. So what I'll do is I'll just carry over to Rezen right now. I need to be tracking Fracture. Since Fracture before was dependent on Pain, I never tracked it, and Sheer was our filler. I never tracked it, but now that both of them, or now that Fracture is our filler and has charges, that's something that's going to be the #1 thing to create for my weak auras, is a Fracture tracker, if you are running it. Uh-oh. Remember Sylvanas in Wrath of the Lich King, the way she interacted with Arthas, the way this was her character, had human moments while still being strong. Lately all she does is become hated the most. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see though. There is a lot of old god influence in there's a lot of old god influence in BfA, and you also have to see the fact that Sylvanas just ran into Illyria as well, who also is recently super empowered with the powers of the Void, right? So maybe Sylvanas is a little threatened by Illyria's Void thing, to the fact that to the point where maybe she has made a few great decisions because she's like, oh no, my sister's stronger than me. No, I can't have this happen. And my sister's fighting for the other side. Like, I need to represent my people right now. So, you know, there might be something there where she's just fighting for her people, and for, you know, for Horde, I mean, because she just met her sister. So there's a few other things that I think we can also look at when it comes to Sylvanas and her being, you know, morally gray. I'm not losing any HP, and I'm killing on the damage meters too. Oh man. Alright, we should be good. Should be able to knock him out right now. There it is. Perfect. We won't even be getting item level upgrades, I think, for about 4 levels too. So we can just quickly do dungeons. And I don't want to time this dungeon since I jumped in, you know, one boss late. There's no other fit for the War Chief. Sylvanas is the right choice. Best time in WoW was when Thrall killed Gary. No. Alright, we'll do a big silencing sigil right here since my interrupt was still down, but we've got sigils. Alright, let me also do this right here. Let me actually throw on my demon spikes on this pool. Do some of this. Let me grip them all so that we interrupt that. It didn't interrupt. Okay. How about Sourfang? That guy is more War Chief than all current Horde leaders combined. You also have the current Bloodhoof is also pretty representative of everyone. I feel Sourfang and the current Bloodhoof, I forget if it's Bane or Karn or whichever one, is not dead. But the current Bloodhoof and Thrall and and Sourfang would be good choices. Again, I don't think there's anything wrong with Sylvanas. I just think that she just might be a little too selfish, and that there's nothing wrong with that because she has represented the Forsaken like nobody's business. There's nobody who would be better for the Forsaken. Like, the Forsaken are the most detested race in Azeroth. Maybe goblins might compete because they're so selfish all the time, but I feel like Forsaken in lore are just way more hated. Alright, so we're going to throw our Searing Brand on here. Let's interrupt that Noxious Stench. Also, something else we can do is consume one magical effect, removing it in... Okay. So I can eat one of his magical effects, which I don't think he gets any. Oh, he got one now. No, that didn't work. Yeah, I guess it's not... Oh, it's his Rapid Decay. I don't want that, actually. I wouldn't want that, even if I could have it. Not using any active mitigation, no problems. So once you character copy, you'll be able to just farm things for a few levels. Which I feel is the way it should be. Like, you did the best thing in Legion, so now you can very easily go through the first few levels. You vote for Sourfang, he has honor. Alliance, no, he's an honorable orc. I don't, but that's the thing. If you're playing Alliance and Horde, it doesn't matter what the Alliance think. I don't think it would be a big issue if Sylvanas used the Plague only on the Alliance and killed them that way. But since she did it to her own Horde people, that's where the big issue comes from. But if we're bringing up Alliance and Horde tensions again in BfA because it's a war again between us, then I feel like it's okay if Sylvanas does, you know, evil bad things to the Alliance. Like, I'm okay with that. I keep hitting my my shear button, and it's like, no, it's all just fracture button now. Alright, so that guy's a little bit close. Let's just back it up a little bit. Doesn't seem like they want to kill the ad. No, we're all gonna blow up. Okay. You're loving those weak auras. You're tweaking your monk. Nice, Ian. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sourfang is more neutral, just like Rexar. Rexar has been an angry person over the years, though. You feel like Green Jesus should be called Green Moses because he was like set in the river in a little basket and stuff, and is that why? The problem with Warcraft character writing is similar to the anime writing. Blizzard needs to let go at the right moment. Just look at Illidan, best written Warcraft character. I feel like there might be a bit of a disconnect between the Blizzard dev team, the designers who create certain content, and then the writers that they hire. I feel like that is a true thing that might be happening. Increases movement. When I take damage, yeah, we'll just increase movement. Hellscream sucked. Varimathras for the War Chief? Oh no. Wouldn't be much darker than Sylvanas? Yeah, he'd kill his own people. You're in the same instance on the same boss every time you tune in? What's up, Bedley? How you doing? Sylvanas is too dark, even the Void Elf is scared of her. I mean, we're in a world right now where we killed the Legion. The one thing that was making everybody kind of a little bit hesitant between killing each other was like, we might need the numbers to kill Legion, right? The Legion itself is going to be impossible to kill. And now that we did it, now it's like, all right, you know, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And now it's like, all right, now my regular enemy, we're back. We're back. Let's keep fighting. You don't understand why the Alliance is after Lordaeron. It's the Forsaken. Does the story explain why the Alliance is trying to steal a city? Trash Minky, the cutscenes do a little bit of help towards that. But I think once we do the Burning of Teldrassil, which is going to come out on Tuesday, we're going to learn more as to why. So the Burning of Teldrassil came out in the beta for a little while. I didn't do it, so not even I know the answer to this question. But the Burning of Teldrassil, I feel, is going to be the explanation, and I hope is going to be the explanation. So maybe we'll get our explanation on Tuesday when it drops for pre-patch. You don't hate the Forsaken at all. In fact, you love him, but Sylvanas is just no war chief. No honor, no sense of family. Only selfish desire and questionable moat. Selfish, not for her directly. Selfish for the Forsaken, yes. But she's always put her people in the #1 spot. I mean, not always, but after she became the leader of the Forsaken, after she made the conscious decision of, you know what, screw this guy that I love that killed me, I'm over this. After that point, she was like, I'm here for the Forsaken. Everybody needs to represent us. We're so underrepresented. Everybody just sees us as monsters. After that point, it is selfish, but it's not necessarily selfish only for her. It's for her and her for her people as well. Soul Carver, Weakora. Yep. I still have all those active. Glock, are you still here? Oh, jeez. What is this, Glock? Oh. What's up, Jet? How you doing? I heard Jet's watching. Also, 1 second, guys. Also, Ian, is there something you would change with the Brewmaster Weak Auras, or did you find them good? Not good enough. Did you find them, like, really good, or is there anything you would change about them? His story is more like Moses? Yeah, it is. What's up, Mohammed? How you doing, my friend? Alliance is not stealing the city, just taking it back from the Forsaken. Yeah, but, I mean, you're taking it back after, like, how many years? And besides, that city used to belong to the Menethils, right? Arthas. So it used to belong to Arthas and his father, and their, spoiler alert, Arthas and his dad are both dead. All right, let's see how bad this is if we do a big pull. Although I don't think it'll be too bad, to be completely honest. No, not bad at all. Even with all of these, the ticks having their debuffs on me. Don't forget, we now have Lightforged Undead. Yeah, that's gonna be weird. I don't know how I feel about Lightforged Undead, because I don't know if they're gonna be part of the Alliance. It's like, are we just giving every race to every other faction? Like, are we eventually, are the Horde eventually going to get like a version of Dwarf as well and a version of Gnome? Are we gonna get like Leper Gnomes and I don't even know what other kind of dwarf there is now that their Dark Iron Dwarves are out as well. Alright, so doing the big pulls doesn't seem to be even a little bit of an issue, to be completely honest with you. I'll do that to stop a little bit of casting. Won't be doing too much. Stubborn views? What? Oh, stubborn views of the... I was like, what? What views? Alliance is not stealing the city. Yeah, she elevated her people above the ideals of what the Horde is. Even pre-chief, it doesn't make sense. Has to be the Void Loa influence. So this expansion has a lot of old god things happening. A lot of them happening. So with all those old god things happening, I would not be surprised, not even a little bit, if the old gods were responsible. Thank you, Cyprian? Thank you, I appreciate the sub. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if the old gods were feigning to be the Loas, and that's what Vol'jin saw. It wouldn't surprise me at all, because there's a lot of old god things happening right now. That guy should have been interrupted. Should have started running towards me. It's weird. Blizzard has no... and they try to appease every player. Truth is, Alliance has always been the aggressor versus the new Horde, and the sole reason Warcraft is theirs. Did we lose a healer? No, we lost a DPSer. That's fine. That's what we get. We get this morally gray nonsense and go to war over nothing after saving Azeroth from freaking Sargeras. I mean, I don't think that Horde and Alliance should be buddies anyway. I think there's too many conflicting views. But now that like PvP realms aren't even a thing, what if we just got like three alliances? Not three alliances. What if we had like 3 different factions? You know, what if we had Alliance, Horde, and then like just the rejects, all the rejects, and it would be like Undead would just go to the rejects, and then we'd bring like the Dark Iron Dwarves, who ideally have also been very morally gray in their doings. You know, they've also tried to help the end of the world, right? So what if we just had a 3rd one come in, and now that we have war mode on, and we're starting this this whole like new PvP revitalization in the game, what if that just is what happened? Don't forget the Horde are the invaders. Not all of the Horde. Not all of the Horde. Original orcs, yes, they were like fell-crazed aliens, basically aliens, who wanted to come here and destroy the planet. Yes. But so are Draenei. I mean, they didn't want to come destroy the planet, but they're also aliens. So not everybody who's not from Azeroth originally is a terrible thing to look out for. Yeah, these pulls are ridiculous. There's no need to do anything about these pulls. Like, we can handle all this. Character copies. So when BfA launches, this is how easy running dungeons is gonna be. You can have all the wrong weak auras and not even be good on your AM uptime, cause you're reading chat, cause you're doing all sorts of things, and you'll be good. You're gonna play your mage after your dungeon. Oh, okay. One thing that, or actually, there's a few things that I now that I've been playing every single tank, that I think are really good ideas for all tank classes to have. One of the ones is the fact that monks have the taunt that increase move speed of your target towards you. I think that's so cool. And then you also have the fact that demon hunters are the only tanking class that get their resource back from doing interrupts. I think getting resources from doing interrupts is something that should be class-wide, like on everyone. DPS, healers, tanks, everybody should be rewarded for doing interrupts, and it'll make things like pugs and LFRs go a lot smoother just by rewarding things like that. And then also the while something is taunted, it runs faster towards you. I think that's such a cool thing to have for tanks. I really do. I think every tank should have that. Give me a little bit of rage when I'm interrupting. Give me faster run towards me. Those are all very, very good things. And not super overpowered. It won't break anything. Off topic, but your theory conspiracy could be that they intentionally slowed BfA and did the stat switch to bring vanilla feels because they're preparing for legacy servers. Kind of. I would agree with you because they did say that. So they did the developer Q&A yesterday, and in that Q&A they did say that the reason a lot of things are broken is because they did big changes to a lot of the things that's super old. So a lot of the old school things were just kind of like this deals 10,000 damage, and then they would do it stat squish, and they were like, I don't know, make it 2,000 and see how that feels. It feels good, okay. And they did say that what they did this time was actually make everything a little bit more formulaic and kind of go about it that way. So I can absolutely see them making these systems to help their design team for vanilla, and then just being like, this guy does 10% stamina for these guys, and that's what his ability does. 10% stamina according to the HP of a Prot warrior or guardian druid or whatever. Like that's how much that this hits. They need to have one metric that they can kind of mess with, but yeah, I think that they're definitely, the new scaling is kind of really broken, and they're being strict about it to help their vanilla thing, their vanilla team.
Must not be allowed to reach the surface. Destroy it now.
They should at least try to coexist more than they earn their right to be, besides what justifies the age-old dispute when you consider that Tauren, Trolls, and Elves are the oldest races. I mean, I feel like that dispute is kind of like real life. Anytime, not anytime, but there's a lot of wars that happen because it's just this person's from another country, or these people from another country look and act differently, and I don't think it's any different in Azeroth. So I don't think it's crazy to think that like there's a world where there are these many races, all with different cultures, all with different backgrounds of how they got here, and they all hate each other, or they all think like the other one is more evil than themselves or something. So I think that's just natural. Look how fast this guy's going down. Tank deeps, man. What's up, nerds? How you doing? The orcs just recruit troll and whatnot. It's just your enemy is my friend concept. Yeah. So the troll is originally the enemy of my enemy is my friend. That's what the original Horde is. It's just kind of like you had the Alliance, and they were like, we need to kill all these people, and then the Horde were just kind of like, they are trying to kill all of us. Why don't we just group up together and not let them kill us? That's how it started. Draenei's are refugees? Yes, they are refugees. I'm just saying, you know, they're all aliens. They're all space people. The original reason why the Alliance fights the Horde has been nil for years. Yes. But you do also have, I really do think it's going to play into the old god thing. I really do think they're just going to bring the old gods in and be like, yeah, you know, Shadow Priest had the old god glaive, and it was telling us to do certain things, and we visited the Emerald Nightmare, and we lost certain people. You know, we lost Cenarius, we lost Ysera, like we lost certain people who maintained a certain amount of peace because they were here when the big wars happened. Like they were out during the big wars in Azeroth. The people who remember the big wars of Azeroth, most of them are dead now. So now it's like there's a lot of new people who don't remember it, and so they're probably going to get corrupted by the old gods and then just be like, you know what, I hate this person, I want to kill them. How do I kill them faster? Oh, the old gods can give me more power to kill them faster. Let's do that. I just think, you know, it's just things kind of repeating themselves again. At least it does look like we'll get some juicy Black Empire stuff to play through. Yeah. Family took you out for a birthday dinner. Oh, nice, nerds. Nerds, happy birthday. I hope you enjoy your birthday dinner and any other birthday festivities you have, my friend. Okay. I was just going to say, is this guy too close? Are we going to pull? We're good. We're good. Is my healer around? Oh, somebody pulled. Whoops. Whoops. Somebody pulled this. What is going on? What is a Mog on those glaives? Oh, Rashid, it's the Black Temple time walking one. So what you need to do if you want these war glaives is you need to run Black Temple on either a demon hunter, a warrior, a regular hunter. Who else had dual wield at that time? I forget who else, but you need to run Black Temple and get the legendary war glaives. You need to get both of them from Illidan, and once you get both of them, you then need to, whenever there's the Burning Crusade time walking, you need to go back and do Black Temple and kill Illidan. So you need to have the achievement on one of your characters for the war glaives, and then go in there and kill Illidan. So these are the transmog of the old school Black Temple war glaives, which I think are really sick. And then the enchants on them, one of them is, let's see, one of them is Power Torrent, which is the one that switches colors from orange to purple. And then the other one is the Winter's Grass, which is the Christmas one. Or Winter's Veil. Not Christmas, Winter Veil. But yeah, you need to, when Burning Crusade Time Walking comes out, you already need to have both of those. So if you want to start working on this, just start farming Black Temple and start trying to get the regular Warglaives. Maybe it's just me after banding together with the Alliance to down Arthas, Deathwing, Old Gods, Garage, Sargeras himself. You don't feel like playing World War II again? Yeah, I can see that. I mean, there's always going to be some kind of conflict, though. Just because there's so many people to represent. Like, I'm sure there, you know, in Azeroth, there's so many, I guess, like, higher thinking races. You know, like you have Tarns, you have Undeads, you have Night Elves, you have Dwarves, you have Gnomes. You have so many things that there's just always bound to be conflict. Conflict doesn't necessarily always need to be World War II, but seems like it will be. Oh, I didn't time this run, by the way. Dang it. We'll time the next one. Rogue, DK, Warrior, Monk, and Demon Hunter can wear them. Oh, Monk as well? Because Monks didn't exist back then. They're retroactively added to the list. I didn't know that. And a Rogue. Yeah, of course, a Rogue. I forgot about Rogues. To be eligible for the achievement, you need the Feat of Strength. Yeah, you need to be able to get those. Do I ever think that there will be Forsaken Paladins? I don't understand why they aren't. Forsaken are originally Night Elves that were brought back to life. But then the lore expanded when we were over in what is it? Silverpine Forest, when we saw Sylvanas bringing back more Forsaken. So I don't understand. I don't see why there shouldn't be a paladin that has been brought back as an undead. I don't see why not. All right, what do we got here? Afflicting the enemy with a sigil grants. Oh, that's nice. All right, we'll time this run. Let me actually do this and put this right in the middle of my screen so that I remember to press play on them. So you learned that Zandalari can't be monks, so you made a druid. Yeah, the new races, they don't get hero classes yet, and not all of them get like monk as well. So you don't have DK, you don't have demon hunter, you also don't have monk, which I don't, you know. Again, I think there's certain hurdles that we've already jumped over. Originally, when WoW came out, the lore was very defined. It was like very much what Warcraft 2, Warcraft 3 had, and it was like, let's not deviate from that a lot. But now that Warcraft has been out so much, they've done so much retconning and so much story-driven thing. I don't think that like class combos, certain class race combinations should be really locked up anymore. I think at this point, it's just like, here's the game. Activision did the same stuff with COD, went to sci-fi, pressed the oh crap button, went back to COD in World War II. Yeah. I mean, you can't keep going forward forever, and like for the Warcraft universe, if we were to keep going forward into the bigger threat and bigger threat, after Sargeras would be Void Lords, which is more space stuff, more sci-fi stuff, more let's jump into spaceships, you know, rip the fabric of space and time. And I think most people, when they started playing World of Warcraft, they liked the medieval-y feeling of it, even though there was always these things there. Like the Legion threat was always very alive, and so they always came from space. Orcs always came from space, but it was definitely a little bit more medieval, classic fantasy feeling at first, even though it was because we weren't exploring the full spectrum. But going too full into the space thing, I feel like might turn a lot of people off. You have 4 sets of Warglaives? That's a lot. The light burns and exploded the Forsaken. Forsaken version of Paladin is a Death Knight. Yeah, but now we have the Light Forsaken or whatever. Light Forged Forsaken, whatever it is. So it's not impossible for the Forsaken to be touched by the light. And then there's always been Forsaken priests from the very beginning. Oh, they've already did one of these bosses. From the very beginning, there has been Forsaken priests. And Forsaken priests weren't locked into, hey, you have to be Shadow. Just because you're Forsaken, you have to be Shadow. I don't care, you know. So it's very weird that they can't be Paladins, because they've wielded the light since vanilla. This isn't like a new thing. I also want to respec when I remember to do the Searing Brand spreading. It'll help me up my DPS game a little bit. And right now I'm not struggling to survive. Forsaken Paladin, sure, but we should first get Zandalari Paladins, since those are a thing already. Zandalari are already Paladins in the game? I didn't know that. Where are these guys at? What weak aura do I use for Demon Hunter Vengeance? I create my own weak auras. So these are all my own weak auras that I need to start changing. I haven't played a Vengeance Demon Hunter since the beta was actually an alpha, so I haven't changed all these weak auras, but I do need to change them. But yeah, I create all my own weak auras. Like I recently, yesterday, I put out my weak auras for Brewmaster Monk, so those are up on the channel. But the Vengeance Demon Hunter ones will probably be coming in the next like 2 weeks or something. So if you want my, oh no, I got completely DC'd. So yeah, if you want my custom weak auras, I'll be releasing those probably in like 2 weeks. Forsaken Paladin should be a thing, not against it at all. Yeah, I agree. Oh, I'm sorry, Matney. Matney, you need to remind me of these things. I'm sorry. I get chat and I just completely just keep going. I got booted out right now, so. With the Warglaives, you were super lucky. I can tell. It took me a long time to get the second Warglaive. I'm a weak aura expert? No, not at all. Not an expert. I create simple weak auras. Thank you for your monk weak auras. Nice. Oh, you make your own weak auras as well, Feld? Nice. I'm glad they can help you out. Oh, man. The lag trying to get back in. Lightbound Forsaken are a thing now? Yeah. You've been updating your tell me when for instead of weak auras. Yeah, there's a lot of people who prefer that method of going about instead of having weak auras, just having a constant tell me when, just kind of updating on the side. Oh no, we got completely booted out. All right, Matney, send me a whisper, Matney. What is this? Why is that on? Why do I have like renew? Oh, it's empower wards, which doesn't exist anymore. Now we have consume magic. Let's just do that. There. Let's do that for now. Also, this changed. Let me make sure. Yeah. Okay, we're good now. Oh, I can't even queue up for 11 minutes. Simple. No, they are. They really are. Like my weak auras. I'll tell you what. The most difficult weak aura I've created is not even the Brewmaster ones. This wasn't terrible. I think one of the more complicated ones that I created was these Deathstrike ones that trigger they trigger differently based on your current runic power, and they tell you how many death strikes you have kind of banked up. I think this is probably the one that I spent a little bit more time on, but yeah, I mean, the weak auras, there's some people out there who really know how to write Lua code, and they go in on their Lua code. Let's do this, and power bars. We can also do lock action bars. Perfect. We all got kicked? Oh, we all got kicked and it gave me a dungeon lockout? What? You're looking for weak aura options? Oh, I need to start posting my weak auras to Wago as well. Now that I completed my Brewmaster ones, I need to go over and do that. Sorry in advance for your upcoming refugee life. Oh, thank you, nerds. I appreciate it, man. It's not going to be the easiest transition, you know. Going from a Forsaken with a used to be giant castle and used to be a giant one of the best cities, one of the best capital cities in all of Azeroth, going from having that to being homeless. It's not an easy transition, nerds, but I appreciate it. Oh, let's also change this. Alright, you guys should be able to see that a lot better as well. Damage done. And then we can create new windows as well. Let's actually add the shadow. Let's create some new windows. Let's do damage taken. This one can just be the top 2 people. Sometimes details snaps on and sometimes it doesn't. There it is. Like sometimes it snaps perfectly and then sometimes it just doesn't. I don't think too many other people have been working on creating these add-ons for the beta, so there's not like a whole lot to change. Healing done. We can have top 3. All right, we've got all of our bars ready. You hear Stormwind has a nice castle, go take it. Roy, I would. I definitely would. I'm down to do that. Do I have a template I start with, or do I start from scratch every single time? So I started, my first weak auras I made were my Prot Warrior ones, right? So now every time I have to start weak auras, I start from this. But my newest ones are those Brewmaster Monk ones. So now when I need to start from scratch, I'll probably start from these because I like how big and wide the bars are now and how spaced out they are. Since I used to play in a different resolution, you know, these bars kind of made sense. But, you know, now playing different resolution. I like how these are now. So yeah, I used to just kind of copy my own. I would just kind of duplicate everything and then slowly start changing which cooldowns I'm tracking, slowly start changing kind of what's being shown. So I just kind of copy off my own. Go to streamer mod, bottom left. Click DPS. What? Streamer mode? Are you talking about the bars? Because I think I remember seeing something like that here. Not only Zandalari gave you a new place, they're gonna fix your back. No, actually, there are no upright undeads yet. Which, by the way, why not? Also, can I get an undead that doesn't show off his toes every single time? Streamer settings, click on action tracker, click bottom left. Where are you seeing streamer settings, Matney? Oh, streamer settings. My bad. Got you. Click action tracker on the bottom left. Event tracker? Oh. Okay, Matney. I haven't dealt with this before. Okay, I want to see what this does. Recently you saw Metro's video. What? I'm sorry to hear that, Epic. Also has a lot of potential new Forsaken Stormwind. Yes, yes it does. I want. You know what? Yeah, let's go take Stormwind. I don't have it. Yeah, I got it, Matney. This is what you're talking about, right? The event tracker. If we make undead upright, they'll just snap in two. Nerds, can I get like a back break? No, you know what? That's not true, nerds. I wear plate. The plate is like a corset for me, all right? I get it nice and tight. I go to the blacksmith and I'm like, look, I weigh like 50 pounds soaking wet. Can you just tighten up this breastplate for me a little bit, please? Like there's, you know, just carve out room for my ribs to stick out a little bit. And then once my ribs stick out, can you just make this breastplate hold me up, please? The undead guards stand up straight? Yeah, which is why I would like an undead that stands up straight as well. Let's do... Here we go. If you're bored, you can check the Kelthus Sunstrider. Oh. It's not that I'm bored. I'm locked out of the dungeon right now. Portal to... Probably the Dalaran port would be a little bit easier. Kelthus Sunstrider is in... Blood Elflandia, right? That's what I call it, Blood Elflandia, because I forget what it's actually called. Silver Moon, right? Use wait, what format, Matney? I clicked on it, it's still loading. Yeah, Epic, but it's all I'll say is sometimes taking the high road every single time can get a little tiresome. That's all. So I understand that sometimes people get frustrated and lash out. I try to take a step back whenever I get frustrated with certain things and just kind of let them happen, but we all have different personalities. And at the end of the day, whether I choose to upload content or not, or whether I choose to stream or not, at the end of the day, I think a lot of people just see a channel and they're like, look at this big YouTuber, look at this channel. At the end of the day, we're all human. You know, if someone walked into your job or your hobby and walked in and completely disrespected you by doing, you know, a few things, then it would be understandable if you got kind of upset. It wouldn't be the best look, but yeah, you know, you'd probably get upset. So what are these tears cooldowns, Matinee? What am I looking at here? Oh, this is seeing everybody have their own things. Okay. Matinee, can you link this in the community Discord? I don't want to use it now because I don't want to have it clog up my screen. I'd much rather have like another time to resize it and everything. Can you link it in the Discord? I would want to play with that later and find a place in my UI for it. Tempest Keep boss. Oh, TK boss. Alright, let's go. Kelthus is dead. Yeah, I'd rather let me go do the Bronze Dragonflight. I'm also gonna write it down. Let me see. Okay, I was able to pull them up, so I'll mess with the whole terrace cooldowns later. They actually look really cool. I've seen some people with them. I thought it was a completely different standalone add-on, but that is pretty cool. It's he helps people get into streaming. There was a guy who kept doing the opposite from what he advised and called him. That's always gonna happen, Bettel. I mean, like any time that, like, you know, one of you guys, one of the regulars, starts streaming as well, I try to help out and try to offer what I know. And even though like we're all new to this, I'll tell you what, no one here took a college or a high school course on how to be a streamer. No one here has any idea how to do any of this. There's some people that are nearing like 8 years of experience, but even then, it's such a new thing. I try to help you guys out whenever I can. If any of you guys are starting, like Katie started and Brian started, you know. But there's always gonna be people who want you to do everything for them, and then when you can't, they'll just yell at you, and that's just the way it is. You know, it's going to happen. But as far as I've seen Metro, he's a pretty reasonable and pretty level-headed guy. It's just every now and then someone's gonna get under your skin. Happens to the best of us. Kind of makes you sad that you're playing the EU. Would love to play with some of you guys here. You all seem like fun people. Yeah, Roy. That's unfortunate. I think, well, Roy, do you have the BfA beta? If you have the BfA beta, I believe all the servers are NA. So if you have the BfA beta, if you level up a little bit, once I start doing Mythic Pluses on this Vengeance Demon Hunter, it'll be easier to do different keys, because right now all the keys, they just upgrade to each other. You know, they just if I go do a motherload key, it's gonna upgrade to a motherload key. So since I want to see different keys during the streams, if you level up, we can run some keys. They're all NA, yeah. Beta and PTR are NA, yeah. So if you level up, once I'm doing keys on this guy, I want to see different keys. So, you know, like Matinee's in here with me right now, and Matinee actually helped me do different keys the last time I was streaming on Wednesday. So, you know, right now for the beta, I want to show you guys a lot of content. I want to show you guys different things that different tanks can do. So right now it's really important to see all that different thing, and so if you or all those different things. And so if you you know, play on the beta. I mean, we have less than a month left, so it's not a whole lot of time, but you know, there's something. So I'm going to where? To Tempest Keep? Okay. Kalthus. Wait, is it just... Oh! I don't even need to go see him. Oh, man. Oh, that looks so ugly. Oh, poor guy. It's just not... Oh, God. Bald is not his color. Is that something that people say? It's... Oh, no. All right, let's do it. Let's do a dungeon real quick, and then we can jump into the eye after. I want to run a time dungeon. You're loving survival hunters, so crisp animations. Yeah, a lot of them have those new animations. Why am I going through Basilisk's outline? There's a portal Hellfire right there in the dragon. Oh, there you go. That's what happens for being a new Horde. I became a Horde in Legion, so having to use a Horde teleport to Outlands, I wasn't aware of it. Sorry. Your warrior in the beta is nearly 120. Nice. Very nice. Matney, I pulled them up. I pulled up the weak auras. So I'll be able to the tear cooldown ones that you linked, I'll be able to get them after the live stream. Because of his new look. Yeah, poor man. Caillou Sunstrider, is that what we're going with? Looking like Caillou. He's just a little bratty kid, cries about everything. That's terrible. That's terrible. If your kids enjoy Caillou, that's fine. You gotta feel that Survival Hunter played familiar, and then you logged into Diablo 3. It's a Demon Hunter carbon copy. Oh, okay. But the question is, what kind of Demon Hunter build are we talking about? We're talking about trap heavy. We're talking about pet heavy. Which DH build? Okay, so once everybody loads in. All right, Matney, you ready? We're gonna speed run this, Matney. I hope you have your AOE spec going. Let's go. Oh wait. You were trying to You were trying to summon or get refreshments, right? All right, let's do it. Ready? Let's go. Let's do it. Big pulls. Let's go.
Protect the priestess. Let no one make it through.
Very nice. We even killed the Colossus first. Ah, oh, good stuff, guys. Good stuff. All right. Let me get one charge of Fracture as well. I've got my ammo up. Let's go. Let's pull again. All right, so let's get my my ammo up. My Searing Brand up. Oh god, with legendaries, a character copy with legendaries, so easy. This Colossus is eating up the souls of the trolls. Doesn't phase me. We're good. We're good here. Wow, so easy. WoW took so much stuff from B3. It did, but not even in a bad way. Look at this guy. He has 8 charges of this. You see this? Can I steal his buff? I stole 1. Oh, actually, I didn't even steal it. It didn't buff me. Consume, removing it. Oh, granting me pain. Okay, I thought it gave it to me. All right. just do that. Knock all these guys out and Immo Aura all of them to make my Searing Brand almost come off of cooldown. Way too good. We need more legendaries. Let's do this. I mean, we can just have him CC'd for a little while. No big deal. Alright, let me come over here. I can break my CC now. I just need to interrupt him. Come over here. Let's just beat everybody up. Equal opportunity to get beat up here for everybody. This is only a setback. My hair will come back. Alright, so in less than 3 minutes, we made it to the first boss. Killing it. The alternative is that kill this guy. Refuse chemotherapy. You know, he probably got it from all the Fel energy. That can't be good for you. And he was like, no, no, no. The Fel's gonna fix this even more. Let me get more Fel energy. Please. Alright, I want this boss to go down quickly, so I don't want you to heal. World first dungeon speedrun? No. I'm sure plenty of people have done this and just getting it done fast. And also, I think if we were in a pre-made where everybody knew that I was gonna just be a crazy person and pull everything, we'd probably be able to do it just a little bit faster. Nice. Also, Demon Hunter, I can just fly over all of this. Like, oh, I'm sorry, you guys are supposed to have mechanics that I was supposed to do and care about. As long as I target this Sky Screamer and just make sure that the Sky Screamer does not cast, we'll be good. We can do big pulls like this. So I'll do the first interrupt, which is probably going out right now. There it is. No big deal. There is another Sky Screamer right here, and I am going to pull it, but I need to be very careful. So I'm going to just start trying to chain CC it, just so that it doesn't cast. So that should be, yeah, okay. So my fear stopped the cast, but that's all, the only reason I did it. My interrupt was actually down. So there's my interrupt. I'm also going to Searing Brand the Sky Screamer just so to do a little bit extra damage. But we should be good. I mean, look at this. We're just killing it this dungeon. We're at 4 minutes. 4 minutes. I don't think I've had a scare with my HP of like, oh guys, I think I'm gonna go down. Just knocking things out. So you suggest that Legion is actually a band of oh! I was like, what is that lag? For some reason it keeps wanting me to import those weak auras. Alright. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Pseudonymous got targeted. It's actually a pretty cool name. You rated on Warrior this weekend. Unfortunately, just not digging it. Have I done my Live Warrior yet? I haven't played my Live Warrior lugs, but I'm assuming my Live Warrior just feels like my Beta Warrior would, because now I now have everything on my Beta Warrior in terms of Mythic Plus gear, and the talent points are the same that I've been playing with. It definitely, I'll tell you what, when I first started playing the BfA Alpha and the Beta, compared to Live, my Warrior felt stripped of everything. And the only silver lining I have for you is you do get used to it, but even I personally enjoyed the playstyle of Legion Warrior more. But that being said, it just takes some getting used to. But yeah, it definitely, like, comparing Legion Warrior to BfA Warrior, very different. It's almost like two different classes. They just happen to have abilities that have like similar names. That's about it. But yeah, very, very different. But yeah, I've gotten used to BfA. In fact, since I play so much of the beta, and I've been leveling so much and gearing so much here, actually, whenever I would log onto live onto my warrior, that warrior would feel really weird and different. I was like, oh man, spam IP and just heal myself is so weird. Yeah, things felt very different. It's two completely different classes. Let me throw that down to kind of interrupt with my fear. Nice, I interrupted the cat. Oh, I thought I did. Yeah, I think if I spec'd into my Searing Brand talent point, I would definitely be doing a lot more damage too, because I am resetting my Searing Brand pretty damn quickly here. The Burning Crusade is an organization dedicated to the destruction. Oh man, you guys are terrible. Let's go ahead and interrupt his noxious stench. Alright, now that I interrupted him, he's going to have the same cooldown as my interrupt. So we can ignore him for 2 more leaps, I want to say. Nope, nope, I have to hit him with this leap. There it is, noxious stench. It's always good to track your own interrupt, especially for this boss, you know? It's very important. Garrosh didn't bomb the Druid Academy, it was secretly still on us. I would believe it. I would believe it. Garrosh was just kind of like, you know what, I don't know who did it, but you said some really messed up things to me right now, and I don't care what else you're talking about. Right now you disrespected me, and I want you dead. The Stone Talon Mountain Quest. Yeah, he killed someone there, right? Who was like badly representing the Horde. He's like, that's not how we do it here. Someone else, we the players defended it. Oh no, Roy. Roy, you're in too deep, man. Roy, you're in a dream within a dream within another dream, and someone stole your dream totem, and now you're in another 3 levels on top of that. You gotta get out, man. You gotta get out of the Matrix. Garrosh did nothing wrong. I mean, I don't, you know, he did what he had to. I feel like we all would have done something very similar to what he did. Maybe not exactly, but you know, I feel like he did what he had to. You're gonna keep on trying Warrior until BfA, but you're no longer sure it'll be your main. Guardian may take its place. Yeah, Guardian hasn't changed a lot. I'll tell you what. Warrior is one of those classes that has changed its playstyle a lot from Legion to BfA. And that's just because no more legendaries and no more tier pieces really affects us. Another class that has also changed the feel is Paladin. They were also affected by the global cooldown change a decent amount. And then you have Demon Hunters, DKs, and Monks. Like, same thing. If you're used to them, you're going to be used to them here. And then we have Druids are also very similar. They've got nerfed a little bit, so things just kind of do a little bit less. They got affected by the global cooldown change just a little bit too, but nothing too crazy, nothing too massive. So if you know them, you'll know them well. Look at this, guys. I used to run 15-minute dungeons on a Druid. This is an 11-minute dungeon. 11 minutes. Okay. I want to run another one. See how fast we can do it. Thanks for the Brewmaster Week Aura. Patrick, you are welcome. I hope you are enjoying those Week Auras. If there's anything else you need from those Week Auras, let me know, because it might be an oversight on my behalf as well. I haven't been playing a monk for too long, so I could have honestly missed something that is very crucial. In a swamp, yeah, I'm going to be moving too much to be invoking the swamp, to be completely honest with you. So, got to do this one. And then, let me respec. They only give me 5 tomes to respec now. You used to get 100. Respec into this one. Yeah, I think that should be good. Everything else, I'm digging right now. For real, they only give me 4 tomes? Oh, this is a character copy. It's not a brand new character. That's why. It makes sense. That makes sense. Alright, let's do another one. I want to time this one again. Now with this increased damage. They wanted him to be honorable, but also wanted him to be a huge villain. Yeah. And he did a little bit of both, to be completely honest. Blizzard couldn't rank Garage consistently. I feel like sometimes Blizzard has a certain idea for a storyline, and then as it plays out, they'll scrap this, they'll scrap that. They have all these storyboarded things, right? And they're like, this is gonna explain everything, and then they're like, damn it, we don't have time. We need to cut certain pieces of it. Art, focus on this. We're gonna cut this storyline. We're gonna focus on that. And so, very ambitious, which is very good of a company to just be super ambitious and to have like the highest goals possible for your product. But at the end of the day, sometimes certain storylines are missing certain things, you know. So I feel like they're just super ambitious, and at the end of the day, we just get a few gaps.
The blood trolls are scattered, but we must find the source of the rot and destroy it. Guard yourself.
Nice. I'm telling you guys, we're just gonna knock all these things out. Matney, I hope you're ready for this one as well. This is a dungeon that normally takes a lot longer than a Taldazar. Taldazar is normally the quick and easy one. You mount up, you run between bosses. So, oh wait, I didn't start it. Oops, I'm like a minute in. We'll add a minute handicap at the end. Do you think that Ignore Pain is enough to cover gaps between shield block once you have no charges, like higher Mythic Plus? I think that our gap coverage is anger management with bolster. That's what I truly feel. Because when you bolster, last stand lasts a decent amount. Like last stand is not something to just kind of mock. It's like what, 15 seconds of uptime or something. So if you have last stand and if you're running active anger management, sorry, if you're running anger management and last stand, you have these last stands that come off of cooldown about every minute and something, right? So that means that you really get to fill in your gaps with the last stand. So if you track your shield blocks and you track your last stand and don't use shield block while last stand is active because it's blocking everything with the bolster talent point, I think that's where you can fill in those gaps. I highly suggest you try anger management and bolster. Even if you don't run booming voice, you can run vengeance weave, you know, any of the other talent points, but AM plus bolster feels good. I like it. IP, I feel like IP is there as a rage dump, and unfortunately as a rage dump it kind of also fails because it's on the global cooldown, so, and it has no offensive properties. If they want to keep Ignore Pain on the global cooldown, I'm okay with it, as long as like, hey, when you cast Ignore Pain, you also cast an automatic Thunderclap. Perfectly fine with that. Or you know, do a little bit of damage, do a little bit of something else with that Ignore Pain. But it doesn't, just kind of does defensive things. So it kind of falls a little bit short in the early parts of your pull, but then once you get the ball rolling, it's okay. It's not terrible. Oh, we gotta pull faster. I forgot. This is what we're doing today. We'll be fine with a pull like this, and especially since I have the Searing Brand talent point, I want to stack these guys all up together. There it is. So my Searing Brand is going to start going on all these guys, increase my damage here. Let me try to chain him together. Perfect. I'll also cast a Blanket Silence here. We're good. We're good. You're enjoying them? Hope you also share a similar... Yes, I'm going to be working on the rest of the tanks as well. So the rest of the tanks, I made all those weak auras while I was leveling them up, and then when I first hit max level with them, I created the weak auras for them. So what that means is that we've had a few patches where certain things have changed. So I want to revisit every single tank and create weak auras for them again. So definitely that is something I need to start doing, and as early as next week I'm going to start publishing my weak auras for the rest of the tanks. Vengeance Demon Hunter are probably going to come last because I'm still leveling them up to 120. I still haven't done mythics to see what I need to know on them. Like, I need to know certain uptimes, certain abilities, So I'm definitely going to be doing those Vengeance Demon Hunter ones as well. But those are going to be the last week auras. Garrosh deserved far better than to just die that way. I mean, death by the hands of your brother is not terrible. Especially once your brother just kind of like left you on your own and was like, here, you do my work for me. I don't want to do my job anymore. And it's like, it's not my fault that this happened. Alright, we should be okay. And we can also even let some of these ticks go out since we are so overgeared with our legendaries that it doesn't really affect us that much. There it is. Just cleave them up. Let's CC that guy off to the corner there so that nobody aggroes him. Because they do pack close enough to be aggroed. So after he cast Raise Dead here, actually we have a lot of, I was going to carry them away, but we actually have a lot of cleave damage going out right now, so don't want to move him away right now. I was gonna stack him on top of this guy, but we had Starfalls, we had Blizzards going, you know, I'd rather kind of try to maintain that DPS a little bit. The only one who was an honorable villain was Nazgrim. I don't know too much about the story of Nazgrim. Nazgrim was not a villain? Oh. Alright, we're gonna do a blanket silence right here. That interrupted the Raise Dead. Perfect. We also have my Searing Brand back up, but I'll save it for the next pull. Do you think putting Medan in the game will be too ambitious? What do you mean? So Demon Hunter leveling up to the hype? Well, right now I know I'm overgeared because I have legendaries, because I have full Antorus gear. This is the first character I've done a character copy on. So this is just super easy because of that. But Demon Hunters have always been really fun for dungeons because they're very aggressive. The Demon Hunter playstyle is just, you are aggressive, and as a result of being aggressive, you are also tanky. So that's one thing. Like, I've always really liked Demon Hunters in 5-man content. In raids, they fall a little bit short. I feel like they need one more good raid cooldown, one more good defensive cooldown. But for 5-man content, Demon Hunters have always been my favorite tank to be playing on. Or since I leveled up a Demon Hunter, they've been my favorite to do 5-man content on. Let's do a shockwave here. And then I can even clear this. Let's do one more. Okay, I have 2 on me. He was just an orc doing his job. He just happened to be supporting a villain. Nice. Getting trinkets, getting all sorts of things. Make you want to swap your warrior for a Demon Hunter for BfA. It's just one of those things. Demon Hunters are gonna shine in 5-man content every time, and they're also super aggressive. And the better you are at running into your target and using all your abilities, the better you're gonna be as a tank. DKs play a very similar role as well. The better you are at putting your diseases up, the better you are at like your rotation and generating your runic power, the better you're gonna be as a tank as well. So like, just there's certain tanks that lean into the aggressive nature of it. DKs and Demon Hunters are one of them. Like, their active mitigation is very, very passive. This one's off the global cooldown, eats up a little bit of pain, not too much. DK active mitigation is just part of their death strike. It's just a little bubble that happens after. Their bone shield is also just, you know, something you throw on marrow strike. So yeah, it's just certain classes play into certain strengths. If Guardian Druids had Berserk still had an off, oh, he ran into this guy. If Guardian Druids still had an offensive cooldown like Berserk, Guardian Druids would be really cool as well. You could run in, pop Berserk, start thrashing, like pop Berserk and Incarn, and start thrashing and mangling on cooldown. It'd be really fun. And then also if Galactic Guardian had like the Lady and the Child legendary to where you would passively cleave with your Moonfire, then you'd have like an offensive Druid that can, you know, the thing that makes bears really tanky is the fact that their active mitigation is the, you know, not the only thing, but one of the only things that really eats up their resource, which is rage. The only other thing being frenzied regen, and that's 10 rage, which you can generate at any moment. Sorry, I got the hiccups. So a Druid with a Galactic Guardian that can cleave is a Druid that can be very offensive, and their defensive is based on their Iron Fur, the fact that you can stack it up, the fact that it's off the global cooldown. So every tanking class could be done offensively as well, but I think Demon Hunters and DKs are the best. Demon Hunter tank looks awesome. This is why I said I didn't want to close the poll yet. I want you guys to vote for what tank you want me to play in BfA, whether it's Brewmaster Monk, Demon Hunter, like whatever it is. That's the big reason why I didn't want to close the poll early. I was like, you guys, you know, you might see the Demon Hunter, it might be like, this looks really cool. The fact that you just go in there and just want to destroy things, and that's how you're tanky. Garrosh would be an awesome raid boss, better than Mop. He was a raid boss. What are you talking about? What Legos am I running? Mohammed, right now I'm running boots so that I can spread my sigil of, or my burning brand. And I'm also running this guy right here. The reason I was running that was, I think last time I played my Demon Hunter was like necrotic. So, you know, needing to kite a little bit. Matney, you're hilarious, man. 10-minute run. A 10-minute run. That is way fast. And look, guys, I'm level 111 now. Just knocking these things out. But yeah, these boots, I always really liked them. Even in Legion, I really liked running these boots. As far as like another one, if I would have gotten Archimon's Trinket, I would be running that, to be completely honest with you. But I never did get Archimon's Trinket on my Demon Hunter. This was for like necrotic or something. The other legendaries I have is, this one is really nice as well. The Cloak, Immo Aura, reduces magic damage taken. Prides is also just a very generic, very good legendary to have. And those are all the legendaries I had. You can see this is all the gear I character copied over. That was it. That's what I had. Oh, hey, we can do this. So yeah, these are all I had. If I had a chance to have that bubble one, I would be running that. You got no loot during that? Really? I got a belt. Oh, you're Clothy. Can't share with you, Matney. Sorry. Brewmaster Monk for the win. The way that Blizzard killed Garrosh, he deserved far better. Yeah. It was interesting seeing someone who, like, you put in charge, right? Thrall was like, here, you're in charge. And then he kind of, you know, made a few questionable choices. And then Thrall was like, you know what? I'm going to break all the rules and go murder you. Let's fight to the death, but also while I break the rules. All right. So everybody's here. Let's reset the meters. Let's start. Let's go.
You are too late, outside.
I'll also I'll pop meta on this one. This is gonna be the biggest pull here, so we'll do a big meta. So you see the Searing Brand just multiplying on people right now. So doing a ton of damage. Let's knock out this Colossus. We didn't have all the DPSers in here right now, so that's also something that was kind of missing. But now we've got everybody in here. Colossus getting really, really healed up. Let me do Arcane Torrent to steal one of them, and then my own passive to steal another one. So he's got quite a few stacks on him, but we can knock this guy out. This is going to slow us down a little bit because the Colossus has 100,000 HP now, but we'll be okay. I do have an Infernal Strike as well. Perfect. Let's do a big blanket silence as well right now. Silence the healers and the augurs. And I'm about to get my Searing Brand off of cooldown again. And I won't be using my Searing Brand for this pull. This pull's almost already done. Colossus is going to be alive a little bit longer. Unfortunately, the random DPSers are kind of targeting other things, but we'll be okay. We can knock it down relatively quickly. Oh, sorry about that, Matinee. I moved him out of your AoE. Okay, I'm going to mount up, do a big pull. I'm going to stack on top of the Augur here because he just doesn't move. So let's also do that, stack everybody up. Killing it. That's fine. That's I CC'd him. I was like, well, it's fine. We don't have to kill him. At least I interrupted one of the cast bars. But you guys can see that. Like, we are going to kill this on the times, guys. So, also just taunting this Priestess off to the side. No big deal. The Priestess is going to mess up a little bit of the pools of blood kind of spawning. But you don't have to worry about it too much during a normal run. So there it is. Throw my Searing Brand on here. I should be able to get it off cooldown relatively quickly after this. But even then, I don't mind kind of throwing that cooldown in here. Is this live or beta? This is beta. These are the BfA dungeons. Try to kill Jaden Trinket. I don't have it. I don't have it. If I did, if I had killed Jaden's Burning Wish, I would. And actually, I would have been running that on live if I had it, but I never did get it. Oh, there's the vendor. I can go buy it, right? Just thought about that. So I can do a big pull here as long as I focus this guy. So I'm going to throw out a blanket silence right now. There it is. And then I'll focus with my interrupt right now. There's my interrupt. Nice. One thing I need to do here is pop my fear, and that'll be my first interrupt, which just happened right now. Hopefully somebody else can get this one. No, okay. My interrupt just came off cooldown, so, you know, no big deal. Just one small little fear. Shouldn't mess up our timing too much at all. But we should be able to finish this dungeon at about 10 minutes again. I don't think it's going to get much better than like 10 minutes. Thrall left the team to go soak. Oh, man. That's a good one. The KJ Lego trinket is pretty good in BfA. Oh, nice. It's like, is it broken in BfA right now? Are the numbers broken? So I'll save my Searing Brand till this guy becomes active. Here we go. So I'll throw my Searing Brand on the boss. It'll jump over to the reanimated raptor. Perfect. Adds down. Can anyone tell me what's up on live in WoW? Haven't logged into 2 weeks. So the pre-patch is live. So the stat squish is live. So if you log into pre-patch into live right now, you basically, your HP is not going to be in the millions anymore. You're not going to be doing hundreds of thousands or a few million DPS. DPS numbers are probably going to be between 3 to 5,000, depending if all the numbers changes are currently up. So that'll probably be your DPS, and then your HP is probably going to be 20 to 30k. And then next week we get the scenarios that show you why Teldra's are still caught on fire, the Lordaeron thing. So next week is going to be like even more build up. But right now what happened is you get the new talent choices, the new talent changes, new abilities if your class got any new abilities. So all those things are currently live in Legion right now. Alright, just want to be careful, make sure I get the interrupt off. Oh, somebody else did it. So now that we got the interrupt off, no big deal. We can just keep pulling things. Oh, the stun? I'm going to throw my fear in there. Hopefully we pick them up. There it is. And that serves as my stun for them. They stunned me. It's only fair I get to stun them back. Just waiting for the Dark Shore quest next week. Yeah. You get to see your new talent points and how you are with the new item level squish. That's about it for now. Any new abilities. So you can play the new specs. Alright, let's wait for everybody to get here. Alright, so that brand is going to jump to this totem. Maybe we can get him over here and it can jump to this totem, although I doubt it. So there's no need to log into this week either. I mean, yeah, you can practice your new spec. That's what you can log in for. The new spec that you're going to be using in BfA, you can log in right now and start using that. You're chasing your remaining artifact weapon appearances. You can also be doing that as well. I believe the mage tower is done, right? Like you can't do that anymore. Just notice that the lock succulent pet whiplash is now 50% slow. Yes, so what they did, one of the big things that they did in BfA is they nerfed tank snares. So like Thunderclap has been kind of taken or gotten rid of. Thunderclap is now like 20% slow. So what they're doing is they're making Mythic Plus more based on the team as a whole. So when we have Necrotic, when we have this, it's going to be moments of, hey, let me run the pack through the blizzard that my Ice Mage is casting. Hopefully my Warlock is running, you know, that snare. Hopefully, you know, there's certain things that are gonna play a big role, as opposed to you run a Mythic Plus key, it's you against the world. But you can help out your team if you want to, but it's not necessary. You don't need to. Like, they're going away from that, and I think that's definitely more for the Mythic Plus, so that there is that communication. The new Mythic Plus is going to cap out at +10, so I think like for the actual Mythic Plus Pug World, it might be, you know, a slightly lower cap than a +15 was, but who knows? Like, it might be just as difficult. But yeah, they definitely seem to be aiming things more towards the group itself, rather than everybody can do this independently. It's just like the numbers are too big, so with your forces combined, the numbers are no longer that big. Like, you know, it's definitely a different mentality now that they've seen how Mythic Plus is. That was a 9-minute run, guys. 9-minute, 28-second run. How ridiculous is that? How ridiculous is it to character copy a Demon Hunter and just speed run through? Okay, let me look at the damage done for everything. Overall data. Look at that. I'm number 2. Almost 30%. Oh, man. Yeah, right now, things are going to be wonky. And Vengeance Demon Hunters, especially having the power of being character copied over, can't touch them. But once Mythic Pluses get really, really high, Demon Hunters are going to struggle a little bit with that. Like, tyrannical boss one-shots are definitely a threat to Demon Hunters, and so are raid bosses. Test LFR and Mythic raids, things are dying a lot quicker. Yeah, they definitely have been scaling a lot of the things down now. Mythic Plus and BfA cap at 11. You can go higher than that, but you need to do a +10 at the end of the week, no? It's 11? How much XP do I gain per dungeon? 82k at the end of that dungeon. I'm 111 and a third of the way in. Let's do another one. This is way too fun. Way too fun. Just jumping in and knocking everything out. Am I talented into Spirit Bomb? Yes. So these are the talent points I picked up right now. So Abyssal Strike and Flame Crash work together, right? Faster crashes. Every crash also throws in a sigil. Burning Alive works really well with my boots. So Burning Alive reducing the or actually making my Fiery Brand spread. And then Spirit Bomb is really good for the leech. We have Sigil of Chains to grab them all together. Fracture is really good at generating fragments. Last Resort, I don't necessarily need to be running it, but there's nothing offensive in that row. So like right now, I know I don't need defenses. I'm okay with defenses. So I'm trying to go a little more offensive, but that row doesn't, it's not going to really be impacting me. I could pick up the one with Soul Cleave to reduce damage taken, but I also don't feel like it's going to make a big difference. See, like that one, I took a little bit more damage, but if you see the healing done, I think the healer was still loading in. So, you know, things like that, no big deal. But yeah, knocking all these guys out. Reconstitution, no thank you. Not right now. No healing. Oh, we're killing it on the damage done this dungeon as well. So this dungeon might be a little bit... Oh, again, I forgot. I need to add a minute too. So yeah, this dungeon might be overall a little bit slower. Since I am doing the highest damage, but it shouldn't be too bad. Oh, it's plus 11 for the weekly? Oh, okay. Either way, we'll see how high things scale. Now that Tyrannical and Fortify are going to be the +2 affix. You know, so we'll see how the Mythic Plus game kind of scales up. This expansion, that is. Let me get a fear going here. Let's throw my sigil. It should start duplicating to everyone. Nice. I like the fact that that sigil just copies over to everyone. That's what Signs of Kalani said? Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought it was up to +10 because that's when the affix starts. But if there's like an actual developer statement, I know like there's developer blogs. So if there's like an actual developer statement with that, I honestly haven't been keeping up too much with it. I've just been trying to, you know, do my own coverage of BfA with all the tanks. So I haven't kept up with too many of those changes. Nice. Let's mount up and keep going. Yeah, we're still not going to be getting any upgrades. I think till like 113 is really when we're going to start seeing the bigger upgrades. Like this group, I don't want to go crazy and pull too many of them because these ticks, the debuff does hurt. Regardless of me being OP or not. Now that I got rid of them, now I can just keep chain pulling. Let's do this. I do need to heal a little bit. And now we can keep chain pulling this as well. Not too bad. Alright, so we do lose this Blood Swarmer in terms of aggro. He doesn't have an aggro table. But at the end of the day, it's nothing crazy to just kind of see him bounce around. He doesn't do a crazy amount of damage. We just need to be aware that he does do it. Oh, did somebody leave? No, nobody left. Okay. And then we've got one last pull before we get the boss. Interrupt. Oh, my interrupt was down. No, I got it. I got it. It's too early for that. Just looking forward to dungeon guides. Yeah, I'm still working on them. The patrons still have the one. I just need like mythic footage for one more, and I'll probably do 2 more next week is the goal. The goal at this point in the expansion is about 2 per week so that I can get it done before BfA launches. And also should be getting like, should be able to get more editing done before BfA launches. I want to get like the old rig set up, get a new desk, and kind of set things up as well. So should increase production as well. One of the things I don't have as much footage for as I'd like is the raid testing, because every time Blizzard opened up the raid test, or not every time, but the last few times that Blizzard opened up raid testing, it was like Mother's Day weekend, and then it was a holiday weekend as well, and it was like, oh, Blizzard, you're killing me. You're killing me. Alright, we're going to be pulling this. Our healer is pretty far away, but I have faith that my Demon Hunter is OPAF enough to handle this. Yeah, healer's still very far away, but look at this. We're good. We're good. Wicked Frenzy. Here, let me remove everybody's bubbles as well because I have the new Arcane Torrent. New Arcane Torrent putting in work. Good morning, Chaos. How you doing, my friend? Nice. And then all I have to do here is make sure I interrupt the Death Speaker. Also, let me just throw out my Searing, or my Sigil of Flame debuff. Start getting some good cleaves going. Wicked Frenzy. Where's that Wicked Frenzy? I can remove it. Oh, I removed the bubble. Nice. We're making really good time again. 5 minutes. Almost there. So there's one of the curses. My interrupt is down because I interrupted the other one. So this one seems like it's just going to stay out on us. Oh! Oh, we're just cleaving all sorts of things. Ah, that's going to slow us down. Boss reset. Feels bad, man. That's going to be like a good 20 seconds wasted. No more speed running. Does my weak aura track souls? Yes, Mohammed, it does. That's one of the ones that is carrying over nicely. Not everything else is carrying over nicely because Soul Carver doesn't carry over. Empower Wards used to be another one that doesn't carry over. So yeah, I'm missing a few things that aren't carrying over nicely. But yeah, this counts how many souls are active. Yeah, things are kind of a mess right now with those weak auras, but I will be working on them. This is just what I had for Legion, which was very different. There's a shockwave eliminating these 3 mushrooms. Let me go over here and pick up 2 of them as debuffs for myself. Nice. And we're gonna get 3 stacks of the debuff. We'll just get 2 for everyone. How about that? All right. 7 minutes. Yeah, we lost a little bit of time there. Not too bad. Nice. Interrupt this guy. Fury is so wild testing DPS Warrior on live right now. Oh yeah, Fury is supposed to be amazing in this new BfA world, right? So I haven't tested it out yet, but I've heard very, very good things about Fury. Maddening Gaze over here. Alright. Let's dodge that really quick. We can also pull this guy right here. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull this guy together with the other ones. All I need to do is interrupt here, but since I want my Sigil of Flame to really duplicate across everything, that's what I'll do, and I'll just throw out my Blanket Silence right now as well. Nice. We're able to get that going. Interrupt the Raised Dead. Let's get an Arcane Torrent as well. And get rid of all of those buffs that they have, all the bubbles. Just knocking stuff out, guys. Just be offensive, and that's the best defense is a strong offense. That's how Demon Hunters play. How does 90% haste without Bloodlust sound wild enough for me? That is pretty crazy. You're going to see lower numbers in BfA because Azerite gear has no secondary stats, but we're talking about maybe like a 30% change. So even if you're hitting 90% haste right now, you'll probably be hitting like 60% in BfA. Hopefully nobody pulls these guys. Okay, so we made up for lost time by not pulling these guys. Just throw a Searing Brand up here. Mohammed, if you tune in on Wednesday, let me know, and since I'm gonna be leveling up my Vengeance Demon Hunter, I'll work on like a better, you know, beta or first version of these weak auras. If you are interested, like if you are playing a Vengeance Demon Hunter, just let me know, and on Wednesday I can have like a first version of it. Nothing final, but I definitely can work on a first version. All right, let's knock this guy out. Everybody's here. Everybody's here. Alright, so we should be having ads. The thing is, Fury gets up to 65% talent. Oh, wow. That is a lot of haste. And so, the talent points, they increase haste by a certain percentage amount. They don't increase it by a value. That sounds very broken to me. Because, although I don't know if haste is actually linear or is subject to diminishing returns. Probably linear because most secondary stats seem to be linear, but still, that'll just a flat percentage amount. Sounds crazy. Your Prot tank is 86. Oh no, you're enjoying it? That's good. You have plenty of time to level up to 110 right now. Expansion doesn't launch till a little less than a month from now, but you have enough time to level up if you really want to. So that was maybe like an 11-minute, or maybe like a 12-minute run because I didn't start at the very beginning. Still, way faster than Druids. This is going to be the best 5-man, or actually not the best 5-man tank. I'm sorry, I won't go that far. This is gonna be the fastest 5-man tank and a very, very solid choice. I think the best 5-man tank is still Blood Decay. They're a little bit slower, but they offer a lot more to the group. But this is still going to be really, really good. All right, let's hop over to Prot Warrior and do some Mythic Plus for this later portion of the stream. Now that was really strong and really fun, actually. Nice, Chaos. They enjoyed the walk. That's cool. That's very cool. Into the Fray is sick. Oh, you're liking Into the Fray? OPAF. I'm gonna log into my warrior now too. Let's do some Mythic Plus on my warrior. Knocking these guys out. Look at this. Look at this transmog. This is the Warfront gear. Looks pretty good on a Tauren. You have Pally, DK, and Demon Hunter tanks. Nice. It's dungeons and it's basically 100%. Oh, with Into the Fray, yeah. You hit 50% flat with Into the Fray on your Prot Warrior. Nice. Wait, what did we just earn? Ah, we did all the heroics. Yeah, this tank has done a lot. Let's see what we get on our Mythic Plus chest as well. I'm pretty sure we have one. Right? Oh, we already looted it this week? Oh, we didn't complete a Mythic Keystone last week on my tank? On my warrior? I don't believe it, Blizzard. I think Blizzard's lying to me. So we need to do a Mythic 0. Unless, Matney, do you have a key? Bring the warrior. What's up, Grand Marshal? How you doing? Strongest talent in that row. You're liking Into the Fray? I still run Impending Victory. Having a little bit of self-sustain. I don't know. It feels so wrong to not have any self-healing. It feels so wrong. At least if people stay with you, that as well. If you're ever doing any kiting, or if you're running a Mythic Plus and you have like a mage, a hunter, and a boomkin and a priest, like good luck trying to get Into the Fray, because if you drag all those guys on top of your mobs, on top of your group, they're all probably gonna run away from you. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that key. Untitled Chapter +5. Let's do it. Let me also move my frames. These frames get reset every time there's like a little patch. Alright, Untitled Chapter +5. We have Tyrannical and Teaming. Not bad. Alright, let me start flying over there as well.
Greetings. Zandala.
Bring the warrior. Time to drive home. Moldy Lomain. Thank you for stopping by. Hope to see you back. Hopefully your home is not too far away. Killing it on this Prot warrior. 351. I think old deer gear drops at 355. 350. We almost like wouldn't be getting upgrades from old deer at this point. That's how much we're killing it on this warrior. Go into the fray and Safuz and bring someone who can bloodlust. Oh jeez, that doesn't work with so legendaries stop working after level 115, so I can't do that at this point. Do a monk, finish a druid, and that's all the tanking classes finished. Nice. Yeah, I'm almost there. I just need my Vengeance Demon Hunter, and then I have all the tanking classes finished. During BfA, you're going to test out all the tanks. Still not convinced with the Blood Decay. Blood Decay is just going to be the 5-man tank that's the strongest. There's like no contest about that. Oh, I think I have War Mode on this guy. Impending Victory is nice if you don't trust your healer. I pug too much. I pug so much, I don't trust my healer right now. I don't know who this healer is. I don't know what type of person they are. I don't know if they pay their taxes. Are they part of the homeowners association like I am? I don't know about this tank. I don't know. I mean, this healer. The tank too. You know what? Let's throw a tank under the bus too. But on live, it's fun for now. Yeah, I agree. Pre-patches are always cool because they kind of break the game in interesting ways. And you have like 1 month to run around like a chicken without its head. And Blizzard is gotten to the point where it's like, it's pre-patch, we really don't care. You probably already did all this content anyway. Here, just do things. I really don't care. And so for like a month, you're like, I can break everything, and they're like, yeah, sure, why not? I don't care. So yeah, pre-patch is also is definitely one of those cool times. You feel that Blood Decay is too slow for you? Okay. I think I don't think Blood Decay is super slow anymore. It definitely had higher potential in Legion when you could get super high haste builds, but I think it's when I played mine here on BfA, it wasn't that bad. I like the pace of it. You feel Ivy and Devastator should be baseline. I agree. Devastator playstyle is so much better. Instead of Devastator, should bring back Heroic Strike as a rage dump. Agreed. I think they should also undo the nerf to Devastator. Oh, this guy's here for summons. I think that if they want to keep Devastator as a talent point, the only way it can compete with Vengeance and Booming Voice is if it generates Rage. Make Devastator generate Rage again, and it's a good filler. It's a good talent point. Also, get rid of Ravager. I've said it like once or twice. If you want 3 talent points that really compete, Heavy Repercussions is a good talent point. It did get nerfed a little bit. AM is amazing. If you want to compete with this, why not throw in Legendary Bracers as the 3rd option here? I don't see why not. Legendary Bracers instead of Ravager. I think that would help out a lot. Maybe increase this Heavy Repercussion again a little bit.
You are too late, outsider.
Jump directly to the T-Rex boss. Why? Skipping all sorts of things. Oh, wait. I was gonna say, because he wants gear, but no, we're doing Mythic Plus. You get the gear at the end. Matney, where you at? Where you at? Oh, jump in, Matney, whenever you're ready. Is it not set to Mythic? It is. You found that it consistently outperforms BC and Vengeance. BC? Booming Voice? BC. And Vengeance in DPS. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, you're talking about Booming Voice and Vengeance. Yeah, it does outperform in DPS and frees up your global cooldowns. I agree. It says you're locked. What? I can't even reset dungeons because I haven't done a dungeon. Let me hop out, see if I can reset dungeons, Matney. You said you can't type? Yeah, I got you. I got you. But yes, freeing up the global cooldown. Like when Legion first started, I was fighting for those global cooldowns, right? We were all spamming Devastate. And then once we freed up Devastate, with the Devastator gameplay really came into play at like the how come I'm the only one here? Okay, let's see if everybody else jumps in. So the Devastator gameplay really came into play like during Nighthold was a time where Indomitable kind of just fell off and Devastator came into play. I feel like that's when Warriors picked up in Legion. Like before that, Emerald Nightmare, TOV, early Nighthold, Warriors were really weak. You had to run Indom. You were just trying to like stay alive. Something is bugged with War Mode. Oh. Okay, so he's Matney's gonna go turn on War Mode. We can do this key. So yeah, it's Warriors really picked up once that Devastator gameplay came into play, and it really came into play like mid to late Nighthold was when Devastator just really started shining beyond Indom. Based on my playing BfA, which healing spec performed really good in Mythic Plus and Raids? The two healing classes that I see the most of that do really well are Priest, and I would be lying to you if I said I really looked at the Priest to see if they were Disc or Holy, but I see a lot of Priests, they perform really well, and actually no, 3 of them. Priest, Paladins do really well as well, and then I also have Druids also perform well. Druids can fall back a little bit when Druids can fall back a little bit when it's super high spike damage, but even then they can kind of keep up. Their mana takes a little bit more of a hit than other healers. But yeah, the priest and the paladins perform really well. Druids are up there. I've seen certain Mistweavers, but I don't know if it's maybe my experience with Mistweavers. You know, this is all just from random pugging. So Mistweavers sometimes do fall a little bit behind. At the moment, it's harder to pull off than the alternatives. Oh, Devastators, that it fixes main issues with warriors not being able to defend while attacking. Yes, I agree, Roy. It's a really big fix. Somebody left. We're probably gonna have to rebuild the team. What key do you have, Matney? Matney, I don't know if you want to accept this thing. I want to know what key you have first. But yeah, the main thing with warriors is having that being slowed down, you know. Alright, Matney, let's start heading over to Freehold. I don't know how many of these guys are going to stay, but let's just head over to Freehold. Freehold is in Tiergard, right here? Yeah. That guy went offline. Alright, everybody else left. Alright. Yeah, I'm sorry, Darkwire. Sometimes, like, I go on tangents and stuff, and you know, just based on what's happening in the game and answering your question. So yeah, I would say either one of the priest and paladin is probably going to be a very strong tank, and then right below that you probably have druid, and below that you probably have Mistweaver. Although this is all not based on my gameplay, it's just based on what I see with doing pugs. But yeah, Roy, I also agree that the biggest fallback to warriors right now is the fact that being offensive and defensive at the same time just takes up your globals, especially with Ignore Pain. Things like Demo Shout, you know, those things, they can be on the global. It's not that big of a deal. But I'd much rather be able to have Ignore Pain, since it's purely defensive, only defensive, doesn't do much else. Have that be off the global, and Devastator opens that up. Devastator makes it so that if my Devastate or like my Thunderclap or something procs a free shield slam, I'm not going to get locked into another global for doing anything else. Like I can hit those shield slam procs immediately, which is a very important part of playing a Prot warrior. Alright, let's do this. Wait, what did that say? Tiergard unlocked? What server do I play on? I play on 2 different servers in the US right now. I play on US Dalaran, that is where my main is. And then I also play on US Turalion. So yeah, my main warrior is on Dalaran, and my boomkin is on Dalaran. My demon hunter and my paladin are on Turalion. Oh hey guys, I copied over my account data. Let's do this. What? I copied it over. Blizzard, why you do this? I have a water strider now. I guess it didn't work. Rip. Let me start heading on over. 328 heals. This is kind of low. 348. It's a lot better. He probably won't be getting any upgrades though. Average gear we're gonna get is 345. Yeah, let's just fill up the group. Let's go. Let's just run this dungeon. A nice fix for IP would make it similar to Legion Druid regen. Say it mitigates like 30% damage for 4 seconds, heals you for proportion while burning, of course. I think the fix for IP, it's very clear that Blizzard doesn't want IP off of the global. I mean, Blizzard Blizzard doesn't want IP at all. They nerfed it again, they removed it, they brought it back in a really nerfed state, then they buffed it a little bit just because we were all in tiers. But they don't want Ignore Pain. So what they can do is keep Ignore Pain on the global, but also make it do something offensive. If I pop Ignore Pain, why can't I also do a small shout that does a little bit of increased threat generation, a little bit of damage that has kind of like a thunderclap? If they want to keep it on the global, make it defensive and offensive, and then we're okay. Then I'm not gonna be worried about I'm gonna lose aggro just by popping Ignore Pain, and then I have to thunderclap and try to get it back. There should be something else attached to Ignore Pain. It doesn't need to be only defensive. Keep it weak, keep it in the state it's in. It's a very small bubble, it's only 50% now, but if you make it do a little of both, then the global cooldown on it won't hurt. But if you're gonna keep it strictly defensive, then I say, you know, take it off the global. Skull released his tank rating, Brewmaster on top, Bear. Yes, for raids, I mostly agree with him. Brewmaster, Bear. I would say that Bear and DK are tied, and then you have Paladin right underneath it for raids. But yeah, I want to finish my Vengeance Demon Hunter leveling first before I put out mine. But yeah, I'm going to be doing that. But yeah, I'll be having a list as well. Why is this guy spamming me? He's like, why don't you summon me? He started whispering me. It's like, I'm not here yet. You have 2 warriors on Dalaran. You must see. Yeah, maybe. My main warrior in Dalaran, 3 Sunders? Yeah, that's my main. My main is 3 Sunders. Skull was talking about raid, yeah. For Mythic Plus, probably Demon Hunter and DK for Kings. DK's for sure Kings. Demon Hunter is underneath them. They're nowhere near the same. I just turned it off. I need to turn off war mode? Really? Let's see if they can heal me then. Where your homies are? Yeah. I just bought a boost, but you don't know what server to make your home. Yeah, it's gonna depend on you. It's gonna depend on if you have like a guild to run with and stuff. Remove IP, they'll never like it. Its function is weird. Then reduce the cooldown of shield block by 20%. Buff spell reflect to reflect all spells again for the time. Spell reflect did get a buff, by the way. Spell reflect is now 20%. It was in Legion, it was 30%. With your artifact weapon, it was 50. Then when BfA came out, they nerfed it from 30 down to 15, and they buffed it now back up to 20 again. So that's good. I like it. I like 20%. Now it's the same as Demo Shout. We lost a DPSer, so let's do this. Oh, it was a guy who was spamming me to summon him. He was just too angry. He didn't want to run. Okay, so let me hearth back, because apparently I need to have war mode off. He said Bear and Monk are very close and others way off, but close to each other too. You thought 3 Sunders was originally into Rallion. I realm transferred him because my guild is in Dalaran. Yeah, and then as far as Brewmasters and Druids being close, you know, I think ranking is very subjective. Not very subjective. Ranking at the end of the day is a little subjective because there's no true way of actually running simulations on a tank. So I think that Brewmasters are way better than, say, Druids, but Druids are also really, really good. I mean, you can go back to some of the previous live streams, and I've said that Brewmasters and Druids are going to be the best for progression rating, but then once you're into farm rating, you can get more out of a Druid DK combo rather than having a Brewmaster there. Stagger kind of loses efficiency. If you're not having to use Stagger to the best of its abilities to push phases, then a Monk kind of starts falling off a little bit, and it's not any error on their part. Is this the same guy that was... Yeah, it's the same dude. That's the guy who already rage quit. If that guy rage quit once, he'll probably rage quit the key midway. You don't have any homies? You're the only one from your country to play WoW? You're the only person in your country? That's a big statement. Yeah. This is I play in Dalaran. I pug a lot, so you don't necessarily need to even be playing in Dalaran for those pugs. I just run into random pugs. 3 Sunders is in Dalaran? Yeah, I'm in Dalaran now. Oh, it's already being summoned. Perfect. And did we get the last person? Oh, he's turning off his war mode. Alright. I hope that bug never makes it to live. You're hoping the next WoW X-Pack is the last of the current timeline. We can finally resolve our conflicts with Horde and Alliance and BfA. Next expansion, we can finish the old gods. You don't want a faction conflict? I feel like PvP is ingrained into this game. Saying no more faction conflict would mean like there's no more Warsong Gulch, no more AV, no more AB. There has to be faction conflict for this game to survive, or else it would just be an MMO with only PvE. Is this guy not getting the summon? After that, WoW 2 should launch, and maybe launch forward in time and start over with new heroes, characters, etc. I think WoW 2 is a long ways away, because they tried it, and that's what Overwatch became, right? Overwatch was Project Titan, so they were trying to create that. Oh, this guy still has war mode on. This guy got summoned, but he still has war mode on. No yin without the yang. Yeah, I think there's always going to be conflict, and that's just the way it is. But they tried to do they tried to do WoW 2.0, and it was Project Titan, and they failed, and it became Overwatch, and luckily they were able to recover their money and then some, and that's the net positive and the very positive news about that. But I think they're a long ways away from creating WoW 2.0. I think that whole idea kind of left them once they were like, let's just try to recover some of the money that we've been developing this thing for months. Alright, Matney, whenever you're ready, pop your key. I don't know if this Warlock is ever going to be able to get healed. He has war mode on, but let's just try a key. It's a +2. But yeah, WoW 2, I feel like it's at least 4 years away, I would say. They'd have to develop like new engine, new MMO, new concept, and I don't think they would want to do WoW 2. I think it would just be new MMO, but not necessarily World of Warcraft. Alright, learning how to tank on my warrior again because I've been tanking on every other class except my warrior for the past like 3 weeks. Oh, I taunted the wrong person, but we're good. Damage taken per second, not too bad. Right, we even get Avatar. Get that IP. I'm telling you guys, I'm rusty on my warrior now. Too much monk tanking. Rots your brain. And then Demon Hunter tanking earlier. Let's get another IP going. Right after this charge. Your monk name is Chi Ying Hang. My monk's name is Cobra Kai Dojo. Actually, not on live. On live, I don't. Oh, on live, I made a Taran called Cowface Killer. That's what it is. Alright, so the new blocking system, really good at mitigating damage. Let's also just start channeling in our cooldowns a little bit better. Come on, Befuddled. You're like a rookie playing this warrior right now. You don't need to pull all this? Oh, I didn't know that they wanted to do all the skipping. That name, Cowface Killer, he's ready. Oh, alright, so he wants to do the skipping? Oof. Does he still want to do his skip? Let's see. Oh, get the pat? Okay, let's do that. As soon as they start coming back, we'll get the patrol. Cowface Killer? No, no, no. This is like Wu-Tang. It's not killer. It's like Ghostface Killer. All right. So he wants to pull this pat. Let's go. That guy. The warlock is like, pull this. I pull it, and then he's like, oh my god, really? My favorite types of people in pugs. So does he kill cow faces, or is he a cow face killer? He's a cow face killer. That's it. That's what he does. All right. Got a nice rogue, and then I hate this pull, by the way. So this pull, these enforcers on mythic difficulty, when they knock back the tank like that, they actually reset aggro. So I hate these guys just because of that, because it's like, it just looks like I'm losing aggro all the time, and it looks like, hey, you're a terrible tank, but they just keep resetting. And there's not enough taunting in the world that will make them stay on you. Look at this. Nice. Do a little bit of kiting. Yeah, you guys can't knock me back if I'm back here, huh? Nice. I like that ring. That was a very good ring. Let me taunt this guy back. He's the only enforcer up now, too, so no big deal. Alright, so this boss on Mythic, his parrot is like out and about and just charges different areas. Anyone got drums? No, sorry, I don't have drums. Oh, somebody does. Alright, get a nice demo shout going. Also, AoE threat does seem to be a little bit easier now. They did increase the damage of Thunderclap, which Thunderclap has a really good threat generator multiplier on it. So by increasing the damage of Thunderclap, you actually increase threat by a really nice multiplied amount. Oh, we need to sidestep that. Look at that. That bird will get you, man. Where's the bird coming at next? So yeah, any kind of gaps that you may have, bird's gonna go this way. There it is. Any gaps you may have in shield block can be covered by Last Stand with bolster. Let's interrupt that. And then I can demo shout here again, but at this point we don't need it. I'll save it for the next pull. Let me do this as well, just to keep tanking. Very nice. And that bird, not going to hit anyone right now. I believe that bird can drop from Mythic 0 as well as a mount. Just another midnight fight? Kind of. You need a little bit of interrupting as well. This is that guy who knocks me away like that, resets threat. No big deal, I guess, on this one because it's just one of him, no other adds, nothing else to worry about. So I can just target him, taunt him every time he does it. There we go. Demo is really bad to play. Oh man. Alright. So now, these pulls, I want to pull these guys first. These guys do like magic damage and all sorts of things. So let's these guys walk away. My healer's really far away. I need him to come here. I don't have... Why don't pull? Guys, there's a backseat driver here.
This here lock ain't cooperating with my attempts to pick it.
The rogue can invis get the dog? What? Alright, that's news to me.
You scratch my back.
That's news to me. I didn't know that.
Got me?
I had no idea you could do it while being invis. You can't do it without getting aggro. Oh, okay. Even the rogue said nope. Alright, so I'm going to save my demo shout because we're probably going to pull these rat guys, and we did. We didn't pull the main one, which... Oh no! Why did we get those other ones on the side? This is going to suck. Now, I do have all of my blocking right now. My blocking is did just fall off, so let me actually get my bolster up to do a lot of the blocking for me. Oh, nice ring. Let me use that. Perfect. So last time is still up for another 2 seconds, and now let's go back to shield block. That did not stun me. That was way off. Blizzard, why you do this to me? All right, we got the rat traps going out. Let's do a little bit of healing. In terms of my damage taken, 7k damage taken per second, nothing crazy high. We're edgy here, aren't we? King Fu Fu? What? For tarring Kung Fu Mu? Why are we edgy here? I don't think I have any edgy names or anything. You hate yourself, Roy? Roy, stop. It's okay. Okay. You can't heal X? Yeah. We told him to take war mode off. He didn't. You know. Can you get that dog? What? Look at that rogue doing things. Can the... I thought you needed to click it. No, look at the rogue. He's just doing things. You really can just get a cheese mode rogue. He wants to summon himself back because he has war mode on. I'm telling you guys. I saw him. He was phased before we ran in here. Your monk is human female. Human monks have good good animations.
Here's some official Cutwater Corsair regalia.
Stereotypical. Oh no. What's up with that pug? I don't know. He's a backseat driver. It's okay. It happens. It happens. Pretty often, actually. We just did summon. Okay, he wants another summon. Let's give him another summon. How's our Mythic Plus timer going? Oh, we've got plenty of time. We haven't wiped yet, so we're good. Summon is already pending. Probably still devastated by the fact that we prevented Legion from... Oh, Roy, why? I don't even want to read that out loud. Oh, jeez. Okay. This guy. This guy. If only there was a way to build a community of dependable non-pugs. If only, mind games. None of my guildies are playing the beta, so not much I can do there. But there is the community features is capped at like what 150 people. That's not enough. Definitely not enough. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely running with some reliable people here. I've got Matney in here. He's been providing keys for me this week, last week, I think the week before that as well. So yeah, definitely run with some more reliable people. Try now one more time. We just did. He's a Titan Slayer. I don't know what Titan he slayed. Didn't know there was a cap. Yeah, the community is a cap of 150. You can make it so that it's either character bound or BNet bound, BNet account bound. But yeah, it's 150 of whatever, and it's also, you know, I mean, this one's pretty straightforward, but it's also NA and EU lock. But yeah, that one makes sense because you're not going to be able to play with an EU person regardless. All right, I'm getting used to the warrior again. Took a little getting used to. As soon as we started the dungeon, I was like, oh, this is weird. I'm used to having filler now. We're good. We're good. By the way, since we saw Caillou's Sunstrider without the hair, is there a boss and soul grub? There's a boss and soul grub missing half of his head. All right, I'll load up the dungeon journal after this. I don't want to use Demo Shout for this right now, so oh, I forgot. I had that debuff. I tried to jump out of that. No jumping. We got like another, what, 10 seconds? 15 seconds of this? Titan Slayer's Mythic Argus title. Yeah, doesn't mean he has to be a backseat driver about everything, though. Just my opinion. Just one random guy on the internet's opinion. What's up, Kane? Kane? It's been a while. How are you? Kane Patterson, MP, Transformation, Transmog Specialist. Transmog Specialist. Did I say it right? I just read Kane. I read Kane Patterson. I'm pretty sure I remember your title. transformation specialist, but I could have remembered it wrong. But Kane, I'm glad to see you here again, my friend. You were missed. Blackout barrel going out. There it is. Let's take care of this ad, basically. The blackout barrel ad. Okay, good. We were able to knock it out. And that's gonna hurt. Let's also do a last stand here to fill the gaps of shield block. Oh no. Oh no, some of the team is going down. They're down real low. I have last stand, so I don't want to use my charge of shield block yet for another 2 seconds. There it is. Let's pop Avatar now. We have, I'm not going to say Matney went down, but you know, something happened to him. So we'll demo shout right now. This captain is about to go down as well, so we can take, if we take down this captain, we might be able to survive this, even though my healer just died. Maybe. Let's try. Let's try. Okay. So now it's just me and a rogue doing this one guy. Maybe. Maybe. Oh! Melee for 52,000? What? A melee for 1/3 of my HP. What? Oh, man. I mean, it didn't help that the healer was dead, but really? I know I didn't have shield block up at that exact moment. I was going to impending victory first, but really? I just got wrecked for real. I really did. I got deleted from that. Wow. You stopped playing for ages. Your online program blew up. You have to spend time. Hey, congratulations on your online program blowing up, Kane. Very happy for you. And you need my help? Yeah, man, for sure. I'm happy for you. Well balanced. I don't know. I know in Mythic mode, there's this bartender. He like buffs them the whole time. So maybe he just had his buff up, and he just wrecked me by having that up. 1/3 HP is definitely a skill thing. Yep. Missing skills, guys. Rip key. It looks like it's going to be. All right, everybody's ready. Let's do. Alright, let's keep knocking this guy out. I don't really care about the other guy at the moment. We also got a lot of people in the blackout barrel, and I think the blackout barrel is this thing. Yeah, it is. So that thing on the ground, as long as you don't step in it, you don't get the... Oh! I got chunked down again. What the hell is going on? It's like I have a 1 second gap in my block, and then it's like, you're done. Alright. This is gonna hurt as well. What? There's a lot of glitches happening right now. I charged way past anyone. My healer's dead. How did my healer die? I'm not quite sure. Let's do a little bit of kiting. A little bit of kiting. Please, please survive. I have victory rush going. Come on, let's victory rush. Okay. Oh, my healer's back up. Okay. So my healer got rezzed up a little bit. Got a B-res on him. Let's take care of this guy. Okay. So now this other dude. You see, he does have accumulating unstable globules. But I don't think he should be able to one-shot me. How is he hitting me for 1/3 of my HP? I have block up right now. Let me heal. Let me heal. Okay. Let's demo shout. That's all I got. Let's throw my block on now. Barrel smash. That means we have to get away from him. He's going to be, you know, pounding on the ground underneath him. I don't have shield block up right now. I can almost have last stand up. So there it is. My shield block is back up. Let me, I'm going to last stand after this. Oh, this guy got hit with a barrel. Let's last stand right now. Gotta survive it. Gotta survive it. And those are the globules. Oh, see, this is a beer. Nature damage. Oh, the bartender helps us out. Nice. Perfect. That was rough. My healer needs mana. Kane ignored me. Aww. You have to train some clients? For sure, Kane. Thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. That was something. That was something. Let's go this way. That was a lot of damage that, you know what? When I come back in here, I'm going to have to start running logs, combat logs, and uploading them. Which I can absolutely do. And then just start looking at all this damage. Maybe the number tuning is still off, but that was a ton of damage. I realize we do have tyrannical though, so that's something I have to keep in mind. What did you find while looking for the NPC with the missing head? Uh-oh. What did you find? The NPC with the missing head in Zul'Gurub? You guys said Zul'Gurub, right? Yeah, Zul'Gurub. How did that guy melee me from so far? So going this way makes you take a little bit more magic damage. However, it is less mobs, which is why more people favor going this way than the other way. You have to go from the middle. What is this guy talking about? Way better? Way better what? Oh, the missing head? Something way better than... Oh. What did you find, Roy? I'm interested. Alright. Okay, let's get an IP up. This, I don't think I'm ever going to get used to IP being on the global. Don't think I'm going to get used to that, like, ever. Although it's, you know, it's part of our kit, so you just need to use it. It's part of your survivability. They tried taking it away and they were like, no, you suck without it. Here, take it back. So you have to accept the fact that it's part of your core staying alive kit, but it just feels so bad. So right now, when we start the whole pig thing, I'll look at this whole Zul'Gurub guy. How can I share a link with you? Nothing shady. Only a Reddit sub. The community Discord. You can post it in the community Discord, like under general or off topic, wherever you want. Yeah, you can share it there. Oh no, I can't run. Oh, Zul'Gurub. Let's do this while we do the pig thing. Dungeon. Wasn't it redone in Kata? Yeah, Zul'Gurub. Okay. Missing half his head. No. 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 Who are you guys talking about? Who is missing half his head in Zul'Gurub? Yeah, I don't see a half head missing. Is it the moonwalking guy? Oh yeah, there was a moonwalking mop guy. Way better. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't see the Zul'Gurub dude you guys are talking about. I don't think I can do classic Zul'Gurub, right? No.
I'm beginning to think this is not a professional setup. Oh well, grab the pig and you win.
There aren't any ads, are there? No. There's no council fights. Alright, let's grab this pig. This is going to be the worst part of a Mythic Plus in this dungeon, by the way. Trying to grab this pig. I hate it. I hate it already.
Well, look at that. They caught a pig. Maybe we should move on to a more threatening challenge from the sewers of Freehold.
General. Oh, okay. Not yet. All right. Here's one of the bosses.
The Sergeant of Shellshock, the Hellion in
Alright, so, like, you know, for something like this boss fight, I think when you run with a group that you know, it's going to be a little bit better. Just because you're going to be able to tell the group, hey, let me charge in. Don't immediately DPS the boss. I want to get my charge off. But, like, you know, everybody in here is just really anxious. So trying to get a charge off means somebody else is already going to get slapped with things. So we start off missing a little bit of rage, missing our initial shield block. But yeah, definitely, I think one of the big things with wards right now is blocking is incredibly strong, but your uptime on AM is just not there. And what channel do we post it? Just post it under general, Roy. It's still WoW relate. I think it's WoW related. Just post it under general.
And they better be, because their next challenger is the epitome of brutality. A champion that sleeps with the fishes.
Champion that sleeps with the fishes and punches you with sharks in his hand. The Shark Puncher. Alright, we're going to do an instant demo shout into our shield block. And just to kind of get things started off right, pop Avatar. We can go into more shield block. That's a good rage generation option, is like demo shout into Avatar. Since demo shout has such a short cooldown now as well, if you run anger management, you're good. You're good on that. Like right now, my demo shout is almost back up. So by the time his Shark Tornado is done, I'll have demo shout back up. There it is. So what you want to do as well is kite these sharks through the pools of blood. So if you're being chased, run through one of the pools of blood. That's my advice to you guys. It'll slow down the shark. It's basically a hamstring on the shark. Alright. We'll pop an IP right after. We've got our own shield block up now as well. We've got demo shout up. And then that shark, you see right here, that shark is busy eating the chum and then gets really slowed down. So you need to kite through these puddles. Oh, that shark was chasing me first and it jumped around. Started chasing somebody else. Alright, let's get our IPs going. There it is, the shark's chasing me now. So we'll get it to eat that blood. And then we'll get it to eat this blood. Oh no, it stopped chasing me. Sharknado. Alright, so I do have demo shout up. At this point, actually we can use it one more time. We won't be suffering from like anything next pull. Let's do a little bit of IP. Oof, that hurt. That was hurting. So I've got a victory rush to pop on him right now. Let's guide that shark through that pool. Uh-oh. Oh, I just realized my my healer's down. Alright, so we'll pop a shield wall. Try to stay alive as long as possible. May not work out. There it is. Okay, I was gonna say it's gonna be really close trying to survive that. I'm glad we were able to. I don't have a res. I think everybody... Oh no, do they spawn all the way at the beginning of the dungeon? Because we did a rogue skip. If they spawn in the beginning of the dungeon, we're gonna need to run back. Oh, they didn't. Okay, good. Is it really an in-game bug? It's too good to be true? I need to see this. What's going on here? Oh no. Oh no. It's a pretty good error. This Matney, how do you feel about the warlock here? How do you feel about the backseat driver? telling everybody to listen to me. Nobody's listening to me. Listen. Let's interrupt the Thundering Squall here. We've got decent cooldowns up, so let me just start pulling these guys in as well. Let's get a demo shout. I want to maintain proper threat, but also, oof, that's gonna hurt. There was no running away from that. However, I can avoid getting hit by the landing by charging back in, so we did that. We did what we could. Popped the spell reflect and stuck the landing. Interrupted that one. Now my interrupt was ready for that one. I also have my devastate up as well. And then we can demo shot again. This, you know, this pull seems like it's lasting quite a long time. Why no heals? Oof. There's the heal on me. Hey. Alright, so hopefully the plan is this boss does do at a certain point that they run away and they run to a different part of the platform, and they can run and pull this, or this boss can. It's RNG. It can happen though. Oh no. Are these guys coming to us? Are you in combat? Yep. Cool. Oh man. This is an uphill battle with this key. We'll throw out a stun. He had a Blade Barrage going, which we want to interrupt that. New allied race confirmed, the Orc Tauren. It's a hybrid race. You actually need to have an Orc and a Tauren both in your account, but they also need to be male and female, and then you can actually create this new character by undergoing a new breeding process. Let me get this guy. Oh no! This is a wipe. Oh man, this is a wipe. There's no way we survive this. Yeah. Actually? Are we actually going to survive this? It's a close one, but I think so. Again, don't have enough taunting to be able to make these enforcers stick to me. It's terrible. I hate it. Also, the Mastiffs really hurt, by the way. They just do a ton of physical damage. Let's do this, interrupt you. The other one is still being blind. That's fine. Slowly work our way through. And then let's throw out a stun as soon as you get your cast off. So now it's on cooldown. Perfect. I don't know how we survived that, to be honest, guys. Somebody wants a rip key here. You found the NPC. It's not a boss. Oh, okay. I thought it was a boss. How can you see 3% threat percentage above the health bar? It was something that Muhammad helped out. It was a console command. Muhammad, are you there? Do you remember the console command? All right. Does healer need mana? Let me ask. All right. Healer says he's good. Let's do it. Let's get a demo shout going. Just do all the things. Let's pop our avatar as well. Keep our shield block going, and as soon as that shield block falls off, we can supplement it with the last stand if we need to, or we can just start doing a little bit more IP spamming during that time. Oh no, really? Blizzard! Why? Why, Ian? Why do you do this, Ian? There's a new update. Oh, I clicked on the wrong button. Now I'm gonna slow me down. Yeah, that's a rip key. because Ian said so. Ian was like, I don't care. I don't care. That key's not getting done. Why are you like this? Oh yeah, let me get you, Mohammed, the threat percentage above the normal nameplates. Wasn't it you that showed me the console command that did that? Servers are down. Yeah. What is it? What is it? Let me get you that. I'm trying to find, here, let's do this. I'm trying to find the console command for you. Another nerf to Prot Warrior? No. Don't do that. Am I streaming to multiple platforms? Damo, yes. I am streaming to YouTube and to Twitch. But I can read both. I can read both of them. Servers are down. Let's see. There it is. Should be launching, right? I have Chrome open. Hey! We're back. Let's log in and see if I'm just gonna get nuked immediately, if I'm even still in that same key. Log in, hurry. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Oh, yeah. Are we gonna have rogue skip again? Nice. Let's go kill this last boss and rip this key. Come on, guy. Come on, guy. Perfect. You think the servers are down because you stopped playing the Demon Hunter? Oh, man. That Demon Hunter was fun. It was very fun. Wait, I have the right OBS setup, right? Yes, okay. And Mohammed, was it you that sent me the threat percentage right above? So whenever I hit a target, there's a threat percentage right above, and I forgot the command to do it, but it's something like console show variable aggro percentage or something. I googled it real quick and I can't find it right now, but I'll get it for you as soon as I can. Ezreal, I'll get it for you. So when we're done with this key, I'll look a little bit. Hey, we have 2 Warlock summoning portals. Just realized your boss from Austin plays WoW. Nice. Alright, let's go.
Think you can stand against me, swine? Allow me to educate.
So a little bit of demo shout, a little bit of avatar, and now we can do some good old IPs. And now at this point, I've been generating so much threat that I don't have to worry about the rest of the shield block. So let's pop shield block now, and I should have a good rotation going for like being able to do all this. Let's see. Yeah, we can just spam IP, a little bit of impending victory. Let's ignore that. I can do that to that guy for the time being. Nice, somebody nuked him. Perfect. That's like we know what we're doing. Let's get a demo shot going as well. No need to use last stand yet, but we might need to soon after. Alright, so now we pop last stand. We have a big gap waiting for the rest of our shield block. Our demo shout also has a big cooldown, so this is when the bolster really comes into play, and we can just prioritize doing IPs at that time. So there it is. Shield block just fell off with bolster just fell off rather. So now pop my shield block. Let's pop a demo shout immediately after. That guy is gonna go blow up on those guys. Oh, nice paralysis. Oh, they broke it. They broke it. Alright, so the old ones should start deleting now, I think. Yeah. So we're gonna get more of the platform back. So I can start going this way again.
All hands on deck.
And let me stun that guy. I'm on fire. Nice. I'm gonna save this Dragon Roar to snare the new ad that comes out as well. So just gonna hold on to that Dragon Roar a little bit. It does have a long cooldown, and I don't actually know the cooldown of this guy spawning new ads. It's whenever he uses an ability is basically when he spawns a new ad. And my last stand is off of cooldown now as well. So again, like those big gaps in shield block can be replaced with either demo shot or last stand. It's not a perfect system at all, but that's what we got. That's how to try to make it work. Did I get a piece of gear? Oh no, it was a Hydro Core. Nice. Temple of Seth, +3. Alright, let's Hearth out. Hope you don't gank him while being in war mode. Just don't tell him your tune's name. Don't tell him your tune's name. Plead the fifth. When he goes, "Are you this guy?" And you're like, I don't know what you're talking about. Imagine your boss talking about it. Someone was ganking me. I'm trying to find built-in threat meter. Is that it? Let me look it up. I'm trying to find the /console command to get that threat meter up top. Console threat warning? No, that's not the right one. Console threat show numeric 1, I believe. Let me see. I believe, by the way, Ezreal, it's this. Let me space that out. But Ezreal, I believe it's this. Console threat show numeric 1. And what you're talking about is let me go find a mob and punch it in the face to make sure we're both talking about the same thing. Sorry to ask that again, but I was yes or no multiple stream. Yes, Damo. I am streaming to YouTube and to Twitch. I primarily, by the way, Damo, I primarily do the large majority of my content on YouTube, but I know there's people who really like the Twitch platform, so I also stream to Twitch as well, and I can read both chats. So let me show you. So I have chat here on an iPad, and it's both chats, both YouTube and Twitch. So I can read both chats, and yeah, I stream to both. The big reason why I'm not a Twitch affiliate is because they don't allow you to be an affiliate and stream to two or more, or to more than one platform. So yeah. You leveled a shaman just for the sake of making this warrior look fancy. Nice. What Mog is that? This Mog? Oh, you guys are talking about something else. Okay, so with the let me type in console threat show numeric. Oh god, I had caps lock on. /console threat show numeric 0, and then when I pull there's nothing, and then if I change that to a 1, oh no, I don't have it unless there's somebody else here. Huh, okay. Matinee, are you still on? Can you meet me in the you are still on, but you're in Orgrimmar. Can you meet me here in the harbor to see the threat numbers? Because I need someone to fight me for threat. That's fine. You watch. Yeah. Thank you, Damo. I appreciate it. But yeah, I do stream to both platforms. Oh, Roy's transmog. Oh yeah, he's got the are those the engineer goggles, or what kind of goggles are those? And then you have the Tusk of Manaroth, and I don't know what gloves those are, or the belt actually. The belt is High Mountain Tauren heritage armor, right? And so the gloves and the pants might be as well, because they go really well with it. Am I, you know, getting it right, Roy? You don't want to be that guy. What guy? Who's this guy? Who's Abijin? Oh yeah, Matney's close. Might use your rogue for the bloody adventures. Oh yeah, just don't. I'm telling you, don't tell your boss any of your toon names. Don't add him to real ID. And he's gonna see when you're online and see what toon you're on. It's like, wait, that's you, Matney. If you could just like tag this mob, you don't have to kill it. Just tag it once. Oh no, we're on different war modes. Derp. That's fine. Ezreal, it should be console threat show numeric 1, and then 0 turns it off. It's all good, Matney. It's the High Mountain Heritage set. The High Mountain Heritage set has those shoulders. They look like Tusk of Manaroth. It's all good, Matney. Don't worry about it. Oh, Tusk of Manaroth, nice shirt, High Mountain Heritage. I was right on the money, Roy. Right on the money. And the helmet is that, I mean, the eyepiece, that's an engineer one, right? And then you have Pepe on your head. Let's see. Does this still have... You can buy it from the auction house sometimes. Oh, the eye patch is from a rare spawn. Oh, okay, got it. It looks very similar to the engineer ones. It's just not as pronounced. There it is. Matney's running back. We're making Matney run there, run back. And yes, paper for life. We're making Matney run there, run back. I think everybody got really attached to Pepe because in WoD we were all so alone in our garrisons. It was like we were all there by ourselves in our big mansion. It was like we had this giant mansion, no friends there. Everybody was phased. Everything was just kind of out of order. And then there was Pepe, who was just there to keep us company. It was like our Wilson. Like we just look at him, we're like, yes, there's something else alive here. First thing you did on beta was search all 3 new Pepe forms. Nice. You just failed the Prot War a Mage Tower. It's gonna haunt you for the rest of your life. Ouch. I didn't do a lot of Mage Towers either. Thank you, Matney. I appreciate it. Yeah, Epic. I didn't do that many Mage Towers either. Like, I would have wanted to, like, do the bear one, but I have no bear gear. I have, you know... There was a lot of things I was like, I want to get this done, but it's, you know... It was just a lot to catch up on. Alright, Matney. Just, tag this dude. You don't have to kill him. Just tag him. So I can see your threat on him. Yeah, so you see that? So if I type in show numeric 0, it goes away. So that's the yeah, that's the right console command. Ezreal. It's /console threat show numeric 1 turns it on. Cool. Thank you, Matney. I appreciate it. And on that note, guys, that is going to wrap it up for today's live stream. Matney, thank you for stopping by. I mean, Matney, thank you for the keys, and thank you for helping me demonstrate all that. Ian changed your mind? What did Ian change your mind? Reminds you, it was your Wilson? Yeah, man, it was. It was like everything else was dead in the garrison. Everything else was just like an NPC that kind of spawned. Are you? Oh, I thought that was Matney writing this Crocolisk. I was like, what? They're gonna do another challenge for BfA? Yeah, I'm waiting for that. You even did it the last weekend before it was removed. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you all for stopping by. I'm going to continue leveling my Vengeance Demon Hunter. Next week, what you can expect is a few more of the weak auras being done. So I'm still kind of completing those, and I'm going to be changing a few of them. And next week, we will be live Wednesday and Friday again. I'm going to try to level up my Vengeance Demon Hunter, hopefully, by Friday, but no guarantees. I know from level 111 that I'm at right now to level 115, it's going to be super easy because I can keep those legendaries. But as soon as that happens, I'm going to fall off of that, and then I'm going to need gear upgrades and all of that great stuff. So it might slow down a little bit. So I can't guarantee by Friday, but I'll definitely try to get it done this week. Also, if you guys have not seen, that is the poll for you guys to vote for the new tank that I'm going to main, or not main, but my second tank for BfA. I am going to have my warrior and a second tank as well. Triceratops, Druids, and BfA. Those are going to be pretty cool as well. But I want to thank you all for your support. Patrons, sponsors, donators. I really do appreciate everything that you guys do and giving me your hard-earned money, and also everybody else who just stops by and chats with me. I really do appreciate it. Keeping the chat going, making it so I'm not just one random crazy person with a camera talking to no one. At least I'm talking with you guys. And don't forget to pray to Caillou Sunstrider. Thank you guys. Also, if you guys don't follow me, you guys can reach out to me on Twitter, the community Discord. If you guys are not part of the community Discord, you guys can go there. Roy already linked a few things. You guys can stop by there and ask me for like the weak auras that I have currently. I don't mind sharing them. I don't want to put out a final video for them yet because they're not finalized, but if you guys ever see anything that I'm kind of working on in the background and you guys want more insight, join the Discord. You know, reach out to me there. And I will see you all next Wednesday. We are going to have just a regularly scheduled Wednesday live stream. So I'll see you all then. Thanks again for stopping by, guys.